Nigeria. I don't even know where to start from. There's just so much. I don't even know where to start from. Eh? Nigeria.
Praise God, praise God. Nigerians, I want to say glory be to God, glory be to God, glory to God. God loves this country. And I'm so grateful for your partnership. I'm so grateful for the way you shared all my broadcasts. It hit the whole world over and over. I've received calls from different government and institutions around the world. Thank you that Nigeria is a land of glory. Nigeria is the land of greatness. Nigeria is the hope of humanity. Thank you that once we are going to put a silence to this wickedness. Because of this, my stand, I was placed under administrative watch by the Barack Obama government, because Barack Obama was one of the wicked American presidents that aided the terrorists to come kill and destroy our people. It was a setup by them of all the matters of the Chibok girls and all of that. But I'm grateful to God that God has raised a defender and a deliverer. I want to say thank you to President Donald Trump. Thank you for standing with God's people. Thank you. Thank you that the blood of the innocent has not gone in vain, but God who answers prayer. Now, I want to appreciate Ted Cruz. I want to appreciate Anon, Mayor Anon, and all of you that have joined together to say this Christian genocide must stop. This genocide must stop. This genocide on the Hausa community must stop by these Fulani headers, terrorists. Both Makban and Mayati Allah, all of those terrorist associations must be disbanded, must be cleaned up. We must regain glory again as a nation. I advise the president of Nigeria, President Tinubu, align yourself with America. Don't be deceived by those terrorists. Align yourself. Let's join forces together to bring an end to the Turjis that are walking freely on the street and the killer Fulani headsmen that are wiping away our people. Nigeria must regain its sovereignty. We have lost our sovereignty to these terrorists that are collecting tax from our citizens, ruling in different communities. It's time to get it. And we need to align ourselves. Now help has come. And together we will win. We will stop the bloodletting. We will stop the genocide. We will stop our soldiers being massacred and also killed on the field because of the irresponsibility of our leaders. Now, Nigerians, I want to say to you on the 29th of November, 29th of November, I have said in the last broadcast, we shall be gathering in different locations to pray and ask God's power upon our nation, bring repentance and ask God's intervention in different aspects of our nationhood. And these prayers are going to be led by the army of watchmen and intercessors all over the country by the grace of God. Those that are on the plateau is going to be at the Secretariat Junction. We shall all appear in black, seeking the face of our God. But congratulations, Nigeria. America, I want to say congratulations because you
of 501 Christians, majority of whom are women and children that were slaughtered, literally slaughtered with swords and machetes. Some of them burned alive in their homes, and some of them who were babies smashed on the wall, smashed on the ground with their brains spilled out completely, all for their faith in Jesus. The victims of the March 7th, 2010 attack in the village of Dogonahawa, located on the western edge of Jos, the capital of Plateau State in central Nigeria, are presently beneath my feet, right? So you can just pan the camera just to the ground and a tiny bit, and you can pull out. They are all here. And you can see how large this space is, right? So they were all impoverished villagers, some of whom could barely afford to feed in a day. And so many of the survivors, very few actually, could not afford befitting or exclusive burials for their family members. And therefore, they were all lumped up, thrown upon one another in this mass grave that was dug several feet deep. It was probably more than 10 feet just to be able to accommodate the population that's had been slaughtered and needed to be buried in it. And you can see how large this is. I estimate that this would be about probably 40 by 30 feet. I believe. No, it should definitely be more. From my left to my right would probably be short of 50 feet just by probably a few inches. And to the end there where you have that monument, the tombstone, that should be about 100 feet. So we're looking at a space of close to 50 by 100 feet, all containing skulls, skeletons, bodies, charred bone fragments of Christians that were slaughtered in one night, by terrorists whom residents tell us were shouting Allahu Akbar and speaking the Fulani dialect while slaughtering innocent babies, slitting the bellies of pregnant women, pulling out their fetuses, pulling out their unborn babies and smashing them on the ground. Right here, I had the opportunity to meet with the pastor in charge of the Church of Christ in Nation in this community, and he has shared with us what the experience was like. And his video is contained in his content in the next video, and you can look that up. But I just thought that it is just important to highlight the gravity, the depth of the genocide against Christians that has persisted for more than 2 decades. We're looking at between 2 to 3 decades. And opponents of this anti-genocide campaign, including Muslim politicians, Christian politicians who are complicit and turning a blind eye, and even who are complicit and turning a blind eye, claim that the perpetrators of this genocide are mere terrorists who do not spare Muslims. But the question is, there were Muslims in this community within the years leading to this attack. But in the weeks leading to the attack, residents tell us that the Muslims, including members of the Hausa and Fulani ethnicities, who had previously settled here for tin mining,
Welcome, oh Michael. Good to see you. Welcome. This was the video that made it all, started
to
it
the
all.
heart-wrenching situation in Gaza and other Palestinian territories. We cannot discuss war and peace, conflicts and resolution, or humanitarian imperatives today without reflecting on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that has been raging since 7th August last year. Of course, the conflict predates this period and has been simmering for a better part of half a century. What this tells us is that the international community has failed to live up to the spirit and aspirations of the United Nations to rid the world of inequality, violence, and domination of one people by another. Justice is antithetical to revenge. Freedom is an inalienable right and a natural entitlement that cannot be denied to any people. The Palestinian people deserve their independence. They deserve to have a home of their own in territories already recognized by this very assembly and by international law, which is being routinely ignored. Nigeria continues to urge efforts to bring back on track the two-state solution that offers the prospect for a new beginning for the region. Nigeria reaffirms to supporting United Nations peacekeeping operations. We recognize the need for Africa to build strong and professional armies to meet the multiple challenges we face. Consequently, we reiterate the call for international support to operationalize the African standby post, in addition to the provision of requisite support and resources to upgrade, take up, and effectiveness.
Sorry, I'm creating a poll. I want to start a poll. So there's a pause in transmission there. Okay. This is the
You think it's a joke? Have you? War against Sharia. War against political Sharia. We have been saying this over and over again. You think the world is not listening? You are a joker. War against Sharia. There's no space for Sharia in a liberal society. You can't come and tell us Sharia, blasphemy law, in a civilized society. If the federal government cannot own up to the stand of the constitution, let's allow people that are humane to do this job. Abi, war against Sharia. And if you are against this, that means I feel you are a fanatic. Because let's put it, what is happening in Nigeria is political Sharia. Sharia for the poor. Sharia for the unaliving of the less privileged. Abi, war against Sharia. Allow people to express themselves. US, thumbs up. Fire on. This is just the beginning. You never see anything. You never know what one do you. Abi, what thing they do you never start. War against political Sharia. The good Muslims knows that this thing is just all about promoting a situation where some radical ideologies will engulf and feed everybody, not just the Christians, even the Muslims that have the liberty to choose in regards to what they want to believe. War against them. Thumbs up. Tag Donald Trump. Tag United States of America. This is just the beginning. Fire on. And I believe you are listening. You are listening to us, and we're not going to stop. War against this. Unity for everybody. Progress for every Nigerian, irrespective of your tribe, culture, and affiliations. No hatred, no whatever, but the system must be liberal.
Oh, what is just the Nigerian soldiers,
Yeah.
Sandra.
Yeah.
GNS. I was in the battalion,
Okay.
and we were fighting Boko Haram, Sandra.
Okay.
We went to war.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a left-handed person,
Okay.
so I'm a sniper. I was one of the best sniper.
Okay.
So I was shooting, no morale, nothing, no pay, no means of communication to my family. My father thought I was dead.
Oh.
I was fighting, I was shooting. One of our soldiers shot me, Sandra, on my ribs.
Oh my
Sandra.
God.
Shot me on my ribs. They said in Hausa, it means that I kill people too much. I was fighting Sandra. They shot a woman and her daughter. I was trying to save her second child, Sandra. I was running. They shot me, Sandra. I was barely breathing. It takes the grace of God for me to survive.
No, I'm sorry. They shot you on purpose?
They shot me on purpose. They say I too they kill people. They said it now.
I don't understand what that means. You truly kill people. What does that mean?
It means I kill Boko Haram too much, Sandra, because I was one of the best snipers, Sandra. I don't miss my shots. I'm a left-handed. I don't miss my shots. That's what they said. No morale, nothing. No pay. Sometimes. No pay, Sandra. We just fight. They need to investigate them, Sandra.
Did you retire did you retire?
Sandra, I resigned.
Okay.
I wrote a letter and I resigned. I don't want to do this job again. I don't want to serve the land again. I don't want. It's really, really pathetic, Sandra, in that army. There's a lot of fraud things happening in the army, Sandra. I don't know. Seriously. They need to investigate the Nigerian army, Sandra. A lot of things. You see, when people are fighting, they're killing Boko Haram, Sandra, somebody from nowhere will just shoot and just kill the best shooter there. Just for them to die. Because maybe they are gaining from there economically.
Did you guys hear that guy's testimony? He was a very good sniper, was dealing with the Boko Haram people. Guess what? They now started aiming at him. You guys heard the story yourselves.
If my government is denying genocide, what will they say about it? United Nations, European Union, take note, this is the genocide of people that were killed. on the fateful day of 7 March 2010, massacre at Dogona Hawa Plateau State. Names of big victims that were killed. Machineries were brought from Niger Republic. They were brought from Chad. They were brought from Burkina Faso, Senegal. They were hired into the nation. They mix up with those from Maiduguri. That's a Muslim state. Also from Gombe, Muslim state. In fact, the troop into this place, Bauchi, this is the route that they took. By about midnight, they invaded this village. We are living peacefully in this Dogona Hawa. These are the victims of massacre. Double Petrus, Juan Petrus, John Nash Ren, Oyisa Danjuma, all they are under the grave. Carlos Nash, Lydia E. Danjuma. See the name. 100 is moving to 66. Ended by Israel Simon, Lydia Bulus Juan, Dalabi Dung. And look at this place too. Dadung, Dabong Dung, Justina Gang, Sani, Pam, Victor Pam. To summarize, to go down to 126. Run top with Ungo Titigwa. We move also to 127. Dan Juma Gob, Victoria Zang, Test Crooks. You have been looking for facts. Look at facts. To prove Nigerian government are biggest liar. If they talk them, they will say Muslims are also killed. By who? By Muslim terrorists. After they have eliminated Christian from Katsina, from Zamfara, from Borno, what next? Then the Christian that escaped from the far north, Sokoto, they were able to locate and come back to Plateau State. Because, and they moved down to the south. They escaped their life. Now, the rural villages of Sokoto, Muslim state, Katsina, Muslim state, if you find a Christian, it's in the town, the city, headquarters of the state. That's where there's security. But in the villages, Boko Haram are taking over the villages. Once you're a Christian, you can only be a Christian by serving them as slaves in the local government. Look at what has happened to 189. Look at this monument. It's a memory for what is happening. Chuan S. Dung boat moving down to 252 people. Joseph Johanna. Now let's go back to see the other side of the monument. It continues from 250. Zongdozi, Chuandi, Jik, Da Jiang Pam Tang, Kumbo Jiang Tang. It moved down to 315. That is Nerat John. We move again to 316. Peace John, Ezekiel Pam. It moved down again to 378. That's Paula Joseph Nyam.
Sure.
It shifted from the top. That Dungang went double. It moved down to 401 and 41. Dagom Elia was among them this. Man, Christopher, that's 402. Garba Danjuma, he moved down to round up to 501. Apart from this list that I hear, there are many. Only vultures that were dragged into those rocks. Women were dragged for raping that day. Come and see what happened. Look at the monument. Now, can we say there was no genocide in those places? Children are. There are two accounts of record. The one that I have here, you can see their lists and their ranks in wherever they are. Children were battered. Children, they are among those names. And I have it here, compiled by my Reverend Danyam Tung, my brother. We have seen here the name of children and adults. Look at it. Ungola Rababulus, adult. Sandra Bitrus, child. Gabriel Bitrus, child. Ngo Yisa Danjuma, adult. Ngo Laraba Danjuma, adult. Timothy Ezekiel Danjuma, child. Lydia, child. Obadiah, child. And somebody will come out and say there was no genocide. This God that we serve under this Muslim ticket, any Christian that will vote Muslim ticket, may God forgive him. May God show him mercy. He has received his number 66. I cancel my faith to Muslim ticket. Nigeria is for all of us. Nigeria is for both Muslim and Christian. Nigeria have been working on Muslim and Christian, Christian and Muslim. Why now? That is marginalization. That is genocide. In the world of the politics, the Islamic people have genocide us by killing the Christian, becoming a second man in Asoro. And the so-called Christians don't know what is happening. And those kind that came out and said there's no the grave, the death of these people is screaming in heaven. 501 people are here. 501. They are right inside. 501. Please, and then the Senate are coming. Show them this. My Senate are coming to meet their colleagues. Senate, the screws, take this and present it to them. Is it not genocide? 501 people. And they were able to stand for Hamas and say Israel is committing genocide. What real genocide is in us? Look at the names that are here, there. They are right here in the grave. Dogonahawa. By the power of Jesus, we are coming back for real documentary. And we have done it, and we continue to show the world. Since Remo Amokere has invited to fact-banding, do you bring the American people to this place for fact-finding? Did you bring them to this genocide ground? Remo Amokere, why didn't you bring them to Plateau to come and see this place? Are they not people? All are Christians. And you come out and tell me that there's also genocide. That even Muslims are to shut down, to wash down that Christians are being killed. Muslims are also killed. By who? Is it we Christians that were killing the Muslims? No. That's not our portion in faith. We love the Muslims. We care for them. And we are ever ready to help them. But yet, they are bent to grab our lands. They are bent to take over our villages. They are bent to take over the state of Plateau State, Benue. They are bent to take over. They have taken over Nasarawa State. And they are bent to take this place. We will fight to finish him. We will defend our land to death. As Adeshina said, why shall he want us to lose our life and land? It's better for us to lose our land and we should remain. Adeshina, you have never come across. The power of the cross will crush you. During Buhari, you were defending Islam. No problem. We will maintain our land. They removed Christopher because he was trying to bring justice. And the justice was crushing the terrorists. The people insurgents that were brought from outside the nation. And they start shouting, oh, they are killing Muslims. Anya kashe Muslimi, Anya kashe Muslimi. Wallahi boy, Tinubu, Kachire, Christopher Zagamada, Demu. You thought we don't know? They cripple him. He want to act. They will say it's a genocide. Ribado is there as the advisor. Very wicked advisor. An evil advisor. He could not give advice to protect our land. But he's displaying religion agenda. God will fight for us when the time has come. And all Christians are I urge you all over the world. If you don't pray for Christians in Nigeria, be ready to face the judgment. This is what is happening. We are all living under fear caused by some people. May God be with us in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you.
Welcome everybody. Oh, please, as you come in, can you help me like the video if you have not already done so? Please like the video. I really appreciate if you can help me take the likes up so that other people can be aware that we're live. I have so many videos to share with you guys. There's a lot to talk about as our country is going through something right now. And I would appreciate it if you can participate in the poll as well. It's very important. Thank you all so much for all those that have liked, that have shared the video. I thank you. For those that have subscribed, thank you very much. I don't take it for granted. Please continue to engage with the video, continue to like, and we'll keep going forward, okay?
What Tinubu cannot do, Donald Trump can do better. It's a shame. I know some APC progressive youth that has always been paid to come talk against people.
Tracy, I know. I have the video. I'll play it as I get to it. I'll play it.
Tinubu has failed us.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Tinubu has failed us. It took Donald Trump to intervene for insecurity and buying and killing of people, of Christians, people generally in Nigeria, especially the Christians. It took Donald Trump. It is sad. To the APC youth, because your parents were not among the set of people that were killed, yeah? Your siblings were not among. Come and support now. Come and attack Donald Trump. Tinubu has failed us. Thank you so much, my president, Mr. President Donald Trump. Thank you for stepping in. Our country, our leaders are using our lives to play politics. They don't value our lives. You don't care about the well-being of people. We don't have a president. Oh, me, oh, I don't have a president. I don't have a president. It took very dark man to speak before the president of Nigeria traveled down to Benue to make content, because that was proper content creation. Because after that time, we heard nothing about it. We heard nothing about it in Kogi State. My president is also a content creator. Thank you, Donald Trump, for stepping in. My president, Tinubu, has failed me. He has a wife that doesn't care. She did not make a single statement, but yet she's a pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Shame, man. Shame. What the son can do is to share Bible. Chai. Shame. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Guys, please continue to double tap your screen device to like or click on the 3 dots. I appreciate it. Please continue to double tap your screen to like.
I already told my, I don't know whether I'll be the next, but for me, I've already told my family, my members, if they kidnap me, nobody should contribute $1. My grave will speak that will lead to Christian liberation. That day is coming. I'm just waiting for them. Even I will tell them, please kill me quickly, because nobody will be coming. And if they call home, they will tell them, our daddy covenant last week that we should never pay a kobo. Please kill him, because my blood will be useful while I'm in the grave. He will fight to finish. And I know Jesus has approved that for me.
Omo, this guy is the hero. I'm not going to even lie about it. This guy is the hero. Look at this. Kidnappers, November 1st, they abduct several travelers along Itobe, Lokoja Road. Now, eyewitness, now report this one. Yeah. They kidnapped several. Anyway, let's move forward. I want to show you some of the videos before I go up, because I have more recent videos.
Area back in the hills that you see behind me back there are where the Fulani who attacked this area back in December, and then subsequently after that, January and February, they're living back there right now. In fact, one man here just said,
Tracy, I hear
if
you.
we go into those hills right now, the only thing we'll carry back are dead bodies, because they will for surely kill us if we just cross this small hill and go into those bigger hills back there. That's where they're camped right now. The very same Fulanis who caused the Christian massacre
Please,
on
guys,
Christmas
don't
Day.
continue
They
to
came
double
back
tap the
and did
screen
more
for
and
me,
killed more.
please. I beg you.
They're
This is
living
important.
right in those hills.
Yeah?
Right
So
now.
like is free.
So we're right
I
on
beg.
we're being told not to go any further, because if we go any further, surely all of us, or most of us, or some of us will be killed if we do. So,
Now they here. This is a country. Oh.
hills that you see behind me back.
I'm trying to cover as many videos. So angry residents in Niger State burn Electoral Commission office over missing results sheets for council poll. I don't know what the outcome of that was. Terrorists, October 31st. A terrorist attacked Southern Kaduna community and unalived 5 residents, others injured. This is just putting it casually. We don't know the full outcome yet. So this guy, Wikner Chivayo, right? Apparently every dictator African leader, all your demonic African leaders, anytime they want to cheat with technology, he's the go-to guy for them. So to see him shaking hands with Tinubu has raised alarm. So people are keeping an eye on him and his movements. within Nigeria, his moves in Nigeria and leading up to the election. So I'm just showing you guys his, so that you guys will know. Mona not also na no no na be face with this, okay? So because election, everybody must be involved. Una know wetin. I not fit use all my mouth talk. See him again here, okay? See am, na be this. But election not sure. E not sure for Nigeria. E not sure for Tinubu. 2027 not sure for am again.
We're just hearing that President Trump has determined and dictated that Nigeria is to be made a country of particular concern. This is a true social.
Okay, we've moved past this, so I'm not going to play that video. We've moved past that.
They are still, these northern leaders in Nigeria, they are still teaching in those their madrigals, in those Ilekeu, they are teaching our young people an extremist version.
Welcome CKP, welcome Silky, everyone that's come, welcome. Please double tap your screen device to like, please, or click on the three dots.
Called Wahhabism. Sometimes you hear Muslim people telling you that Islam is a religion of peace. That what the people are doing is not Islam, but the people that are doing it are Muslim. That's what I keep telling them. Yes, you say it's not Islam, but the people doing it are Muslim, and your Islamic community is not doing anything. So stop acting, don't think it's not Islam. We hear, but the perpetrators are Muslims. So you must handle that. They are teaching young people, that they teach them Wahhabism. Saudi Arabia, when starts the Wahhabism, this is how wicked African people are to their own people. Saudi Arabia now, that spread this Wahhabism, they are doing everything in their power to stop it in their own country. Go and look at them today. They are trying. But in Nigeria, they are spreading it far and wide. They are making it stronger. What we must feed the youth of northern Nigeria as the youth of southern Nigeria is Pan-Africanism. When we are frustrated, we have no ideology, no African ideology to vent our frustration. Make I tell you the truth. That is the reason why most people come to my life and they articulate our frustrations. Because I can vent it from an ideology called Pan-Africanism. If you embrace an ideology, that ideology, if it's true to your development, will always give you way to resist oppression. Our northern brothers and sisters have never been given anything but Wahhabism. That's why when you make them vex, they go straight to burn and destroy. It's not their fault. It's the education that the northern elites are giving them. It's an extreme. Because the northern elites, they still have the ambition of carrying out jihad.
Do you know what's going on in my mind? I'm just wondering, how do I stand in front of my congregation on Sunday and preach the love of Christ to them, having denied the fact that they are suffering a genocide? You see, there are those who came out and used their little intelligence and oratory to sit on the fence. And there are those ones who chose to be quiet about it. Those are the most wicked shepherds ever. Frankly speaking, and I'm speaking because I belong to that denomination, to be very honest with you, I don't know what ECWA is remaining silent about, because across the Middle Belt, especially on the plateau, southern Kaduna, I mean, I don't know how many people have died that are not.
Please continue to double tap your screen device or click on the three dots on the upper right corner to like the video, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Double tap on your screen device if you have not already liked. To those of you that have liked, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But please, if you have not yet liked the video, kindly double tap on the screen device to like or click on the three dots on the corner. Thank you.
Members of that church. But it looks as if we are just quiet. And I don't know, one of the oldest and the most grounded denominations in the northern part of the country being almost the most silent in the whole of these things. As a church, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not crucifying people because I know people who speak as far as it is in their power. But what is the president doing? The president of ECOWA? Where is his voice? Where is that of the Secretary General? I've always said, how do you take people's offerings and tithes, and they have been sacked from their home, their wives have been raped, their parents have been killed, and you are saying nothing about it? How many bags of rice do you think would make up for this damage? That there is a particular mission to disconnect people from their ancestral homes and nobody is saying anything. So I look at the news I am hearing and I am wondering, how exactly do you mount the pulpit and preach to your congregation on Sunday? Thieves, criminals, Islamists, just like the story of the Good Samaritan, have lied waste your members. But every priest that passes, a Levite, whoever it is, has something to protect. And then it is somebody from far away who has never stepped foot in Nigeria that is actually taking any action. Is it actually true that we don't have anything to do? Come on. Like I said, how do you stand on the pulpit, especially if you are such who has never ever condemned anything or even offered any consolation to the people affected? How do you preach to them on Sunday? What kind of Christianity are you practicing? What message do you have for them? That they should join you and thank God because good news is coming from the US. What about your pulpit? What about the headquarters? What about your great meetings?
This one, they now planted this girl. And then Aisha, whatever. Propaganda start to roll out. Hey, anyway, let's go. Let's listen to this one first, and then we'll move back
as a
to the
country
most
of particular
current.
concern for the purpose of genocide against Christian population. This means that the US is now going to start official procedural proceedings against Nigeria in some strategic interests where Nigeria is a concern, especially in the area of weapons deployment, because they believe that some of the official weapons that is being supplied to Nigeria find its way into the hands of these terrorists that are committing such genocide. So an action is
Los
going to be
daughter,
taken
welcome.
against them.
Greetings.
One of the sorts of concern with that designation
Los
is that
daughter,
the
you don't
President
like
of the United States,
oh.
Donald Trump, is not just standing on the CPC designation. He is also requesting that the House Appropriation Committee chairman and some of the committee responsible, like Tom Riley, to sit down and come back and report to him. And he claims that he will not stand idle by to see fellow Christians are being killed in Nigeria. Most possibly, there is a program or a plan for the boots to be on the ground in order to help prevent the genocide. Most possibly, this is also one of the factors that they are likely going to consider. It means that the general failure of Nigerian leadership may lead to the US boots on the ground in Nigerian soil. And this is very, very damaging to this country. So it means that there is a general vote of no confidence on the current leadership system of the country. They believe that there is a general failure of leadership to provide security of life and property, and that they must do something extra to be able to help in provision of this protection for the life and property of some of the citizens in Nigeria that they're concerned about, especially the Christians. And I believe that's what it's trying to do. So here is what I want to say. The Muslims in this country should not see this as a direct attack against them. Rather, it's a direct attack against the militant terrorist organization. So, and there should be no issue of anger pointed towards some Christian population simply because of this is happening, but rather there should be a general consensus and understanding between the citizens of Nigeria, so that we should all understand that there is a failure of leadership in the country, especially the political leadership and the security leadership, to provide the necessary protection that is required for a peaceful and prosperous society. And that is what led us to this problem. So the problem should be viewed from the lens of being generic, not from the lens of being religious division, that will lead to religious division between the Christians and the Muslims. And do not forget, the only interest group that went to the United States to present in the US Congress this concern are the Christian population. Possibly, if there is a Muslim population's delegation that also found their way to the Congress and expressed concern about the genocidal killings that takes place against Muslim population in Nigeria by the same terrorists, maybe that designation will have also happened. So we shouldn't tag it as one religion trying to confront the other, or Christians are trying to confront the Muslims in Nigeria. No, we should see it as the citizens that are supposed to be protected by the security and the leadership of the state that has failed, and that is why the US is trying to do that. And the US is likely doing that because only the Christian population went and reported the issue, to the Congress. Should the Muslim also go and report, they may likely be designated. So this should not instigate any religious differences in Nigeria, but rather it is something that all of us share, that there is a general failure of leadership, both in the political class, most especially the political class, then of course also the security, particularly the political class, because the political class are supposed to provide all the necessary resources for the security to function. But the political class has failed to provide these things, focus on corruption and stealing. And that is why the security are failing, which is leading to the massive rise and general killings by the terrorists. So this should not instigate the citizens against one another. Rather, we know where the problem is. It's coming from the failure of the political class. Thank you.
All right, let's go back up all the way. Okay.
In this country as something greater, their own interests. Yeah. What are those interests by your own assessment?
Three things. Number one, to stop Tinubu from becoming president in 2027.
Really?
Yes, because Tinubu...
Are you sure on that?
I can swear with my Quran. Because Tinubu was among the people that contributed money to give it to Kamala Harris for her campaign.
Now they here?
Has vengeance. He will never forgive that. Look, what Trump is coming to Nigeria to do is not about Nigerians, Christians, or Nigerian Muslims. It's not about Northerners or Southerners. It's why did Tinubu, through France, mobilize? He's not alone. There are a lot of international presidents, including Macron, that mobilized money for Kamala Harris because they knew if Trump becomes American president, there's going to be a problem for the whole world. That's the first reason. Trump is getting back at Tinubu. And look, because Tinubu is quiet, meek, gentle, and humble. If you put your fingers into his mouth, he is not biting you. Doesn't mean that he can come and roughshod over Tinubu. Tinubu can fight back. That's number one reason. Okay, the second reason is, look, is the American stronghold in the Middle East is getting away, slipping away from their fingers. They needed another stronghold of energy resources.
What stronghold are you talking about?
The oil. In fact, today, if people don't know, let me tell them categorically on this platform that the Arab kingdom now are facing the greatest challenge of their lives. There are inside storms brewing politically, because the common men are tired of those kingdoms, and it's only America that is holding them. And America's intelligence has shown that they cannot keep on holding these people in the next 10-15 years.
So they will have now turned to new areas.
Yes. So Nigeria is a very hot spot for them. Nigeria, Angola, you understand? Algeria. These are some of the areas that they are looking at. And I can tell you, some people are saying that, energy experts all over the world are saying that the oil reserve in Nigeria is far more than any other Arab country. Because it is energy policy that they are saying that Nigeria is beneath those particular Arab kingdoms. We have more energy resources than those Arabs. And America knew that better than anybody else. So this is the second reason. The third reason, which is very, very fundamental, is that for the first time in so long a time, since Abacha, Tinubu was the first president in this country to look away from the Western world. In fact, France is the only friend Tinubu had. And France, Nigeria is not dependent on France. It is France and Macron that is dependent on Tinubu and Nigeria now.
Really?
Yes. If you are a follower of international politics.
But the French are having a lot of problems in their West African, former West African
That's
colonies.
why they are looking at Tinubu as a way out.
Una dey hear propaganda? Can you propaganda like this? Are you people hearing this propaganda? Please, let me know. You know what? Let me end this poll and start another one. I'm going to bring this poll back because this is very important. So let me end this poll. And I want you guys to tell me, if any of you have enjoyed the resources from Nigeria, abeg, Mona, tell me, please. This oil, when they talk about, abeg, if you don't collect money for your account, abeg, let me know. Because they keep talking about these minerals. Eh? I will bring back Donald Trump's tweet, the poll again. Guys, please, if you have not yet liked, please help me to continue to double tap to like or click on the 3 dots. All right? Please, thank you. Now, they keep talking about resources. I have to speak a little bit about this and then we'll move forward. The resources, nobody in Nigeria has benefited from the resources apart from the APC terrorist organization and their elite friends, so-called fake elite friends. They share it amongst themselves. Are they jealous, right, that an outsider is coming in because they feel that that is their only means of livelihood? And everybody keeps talking about oil. Nobody's talking about the gold in the north. You see how this man did not mention the gold? Because it is split amongst themselves in the north. The uranium, the californium, he did not say that. But now only the oil when they south, now they press mouth put. How many of them don't benefit from all the resources when they carry for head they talk about? Not be the same them they sell. And he mentioned that, the West is not happy with Tinubu because Tinubu is not looking to the West. Biko, who has been borrowing Tinubu money? How much has the World Bank, Abemona educate me? Maybe I'm not educated. Perhaps this is a time for you guys to educate me. Please, is the IMF, World Bank, which other organization again? Are they Western organizations? Maybe I don't know. You understand? Mona, help me answer the question. All the trillions when Tinubu don dey borrow, as we dey talk, as e dey hot, World Bank is about to give Tinubu another $1 billion. In case you guys don't know, this is the most recent one as at November 2nd or 3rd today as I stand. So are those organizations Western organization or Middle East organization? Let's not forget about the sukus, because we know that behind they go and collect sukus. Tinubu, there's no way Tinubu has not gone to borrow money from. Do you understand? Now, the France that Tinubu keeps running to is because it's the only place he can run to. You guys heard, when was it? Yesterday, they said, Boala came out and said, he's going to meet with Donald Trump. I say, hey, which Donald Trump? Anyway, this will be lovely to watch. I say, I will have my cameras ready because I want, Donald Trump knows how to embarrass. I want to see it. In fact, I know the plan, so maybe I will even go to Washington because I want to see the man come. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, all of a sudden, they change it to you meet J.D. Vance. You will go and meet J.D. Vance. I say J.D. Vance even in maths was past Donald Trump own. Hey, this will be fun. And then they now changed it and said they cancelled it and said no, he's no longer going. He's going to wait until Donald Trump goes to G20. As of September, Donald Trump has already said he's not going to G20. So I don't know which G20 Tinubu wants to go and talk to. I don't understand it. Because he cannot step into the US. If he step in, he no go back. He knows. The only thing when me want make Donald Trump do, as this matter dey hot, may just release the unredacted files of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is what, as a citizens, as the Nigerian population from different ethnicity, that's one thing most of us can agree on. Release the unredacted files from the FBI. Now we know, because I didn't know this, that Tinubu supported Kamala Harris campaign. Una dey hear? So that was why when we people were shouting and crying as they were unaliving people in the middle belt, all the fact that this man stole the election, bought the INEC chairman, made sure beavers did not work, rigged the election, buy people, unalive people, what's it called? Dismembered people, right? This is the reason why, with all the tags that we did, with all the call-outs that we did, they did not say PIM. So we have gotten the truth. Now, me, I didn't know this. Now we know. I didn't know. Maybe you guys knew. You know, you guys are smarter. You guys are very smart. Me, I know. Now they know. Let's move on. Tinubu's US trip aborted to attend G20 meeting in South Africa. Bam, they don't abort am because you know. Meanwhile, presidency denies planned US trip for Tinubu. They deny am. Nigerian army back terrorists in Kano community unalives 19 attackers, loses 2 soldiers. Whether not true, whether not lie, we don't know. The Nigerian army has been posting propaganda, posting pictures of 2 years ago, 9 months ago. Now they post since Donald Trump tweets. APC never sleep. All of them, they run, they scamper like rats. I did not know it would take a Donald Trump to keep these people on their toes. Please, guys, continue to like. Monaya Sari Dokubo.
Let Trump come with his America, and you people, you all die. This lunatic. He wants to annex Canada. He wants Iceland. He wants to kill the president of Venezuela. He wants to kill the supreme leader of Iran. He wants to finish up Yemen. This sick lunatic. And that's why when they talk about America is a sick country. A country of mad people. Insane people. And that's why they can elect a mad, insane idiot. A lunatic. That's why they can elect a lunatic as their president. That's why they can elect a lunatic as their president. South Africa is committing genocide against white. This one. But he cannot see the genocide in Congo. He cannot see the genocide in Gaza. He cannot see the genocide in Sudan. South Africa is committing genocide against white. Nigeria genocide against Christian. He wants Iceland. He wants to annex Canada. He wants to kill the president of Venezuela. He wants the president of Colombia to never set foot on American soil. Who wants to set foot on American soil? What's that for me to go and see in America? What is that for me to go and see in America? No, thank God, Tony. And without the job. Thank God. So please, let us sit down. Let us give these Igbo people their country. Let us give them, let them go.
Please, how did Igbo people enter this conversation? Did I miss something?
Come to Nigeria, you die in Nigeria. Malcolm, you will die in Nigeria. Let Trump and you people come. That one will assure you, you people will die.
I want to make Trump people see the video.
Nigeria will be
the man needs to be made famous. I beg.
left, right,
You
and
get a
center
lot
in
of
Nigeria.
problems
This
for
is not
that
a lie.
country.
But is it Muslim? Is it Muslim? Is it Christian? I'm a Muslim. Who is in the overseas of non-Muslim? Non-Muslims. What I am today, I was not made by Muslims. What I am today, I was made by non-Muslims. You people talk too much. Don't worry, we are waiting. We always tell you, we don't just talk, we perform. We don't just come, we perform. In an oasis of non-Muslim, I became secretary of the first convention of the Joint Council, organizing secretary of the first convention of this thing. I became the secretary to organize the first convention of IYC in Abonima. I became the first vice president, the first deputy president, and the second president. It's an honor your people had given me. Tony, let them come now. Allow the Americans to come. Which America? We are growing up. We said 12 days war. How many days war had gone? We will finish. We will do this. The world is waiting. The world is waiting. The monopoly in science and so on, by one group of people, is gone. We have entered a new era where everybody's eyes is open. So many empires are risen. We saw the Egyptian Empire, we saw the Greek Empire, we saw the Roman Empire, we saw Persia, we even saw the Muslim Empire. They all fell. Maybe Trump is the coroner for the fall of the American Empire. Maybe Trump is the coroner for the fall of the American Empire. This man just stands up, he stands up, when he wakes up, he just says, whatever, are we talking of Muslims, or am I not a Muslim? And am I not a Muslim? Let them not say Muslims have been killed. More Muslims have died in Nigeria than Christians. A group of evil people are killing people. And some of us had made effort. Yes, Daniel, I plan to fight America. Daniel tell you, yes, I plan to fight them. I don't know human beings like us. When the time comes, you know whether we'll be able to engage. You know whether we'll be able to engage them if they will live here. Let them come down. Maybe they'll fly in there. They will come down. When they come down, whether they will live here. I think there only one person that praise them so much. Let them come, whether they will live here.
Una hear o. When they run in mouth, una dey hear, abi? Mona listen to this.
Fight for your fight. Go fight our fight.
Any
soldier will come, not go back home.
But you know say we will be say we be Nigeria. We will be Nigeria.
We will Nigerian soldier they fire.
Oh,
Nigerian soldier they fire.
I'll tell you something. Nigeria matter they pay with
Nigerian soldier.
Nigeria matter they pay with you because we are also Nigerians. Forget say we dey Yankee, we be Nigerians too by blood. So
hello, you know the Nigeria. You know the Nigeria. Nigeria no affect you. Hello, leave Nigeria for who dey Nigeria. Hello, leave Nigeria for who dey Nigeria. You are not in Nigeria.
Okay, December when they come do oble. You know say life no go affect me abi.
You know they go oble. December dem wan say oble. I want to say people they do oble now from the night.
Don't say we play Yankee and say we don't go come back home. Now it isn't one die for year. If not be say Nigeria no good, what would they find for year? Kill and wakiri. Nigeria you down now. Kill and wakiri. What would they find?
Why you don't come take your home? May you come take care of your home.
Okay.
Support your home.
My fellow military member where they my home. Why how the Nigerian government they treat them?
Man. Let's talk. Hello man. Let's talk like educated person. So
let's go.
Now all these people where they call Boko Haram, they call this Boko Haram. Forget all those people they do before na cruise. Now we serious.
I like that. Okay, let's go.
Are you getting it? Before we are doing cruise, now let's serious. All those Boko Haram, all those people. Say no, say now people elderly, people husband, people's father.
Can you imagine the talk?
Now them be that Boko Haram.
Can you hear that?
Okay, what does that have to do with us?
In this same Nigeria, even out of Nigeria, we get people where they sponsor them.
Okay. So what are you trying to? Can you want to achieve?
Hello, you see this government. You see this government. Some people there be say, after your government, another government still there. Shade here. All these bad people where they see so now hungry they fire them.
Now,
Eh?
can I give a response to that?
Like me, let me tell you something now. You know,
Okay,
say boy, people know they. Calm down.
Wait, now
And tell you something, you know, say people know they too much. Come outside for protest again.
Why? Answer that question by yourself. Why?
Because waiting we want, we not see him.
Now, why is that? You didn't answer your question yourself, but why is that?
Oh yeah, as a power soldier, no, where coffee anybody there, come and woo anybody.
Now, can I answer that question for you? In the recent
Hey! I just want you guys to see the level of ignorance, so that's why I'm playing this video. So don't think I'm just playing this video for I just want you guys to see the mindset. This is a so-called Nigerian celebrity, whether you like him or not. This is a so-called, this is what is coming. How many of these Nigerian celebrities do you see standing up? Nicki Minaj not be Christian, not be Muslim, but the girl stand up to be counted. The backlash that Nicki Minaj is getting from Democrats, it's alarming. But you have Christians, Nigerian Christians, so in the diaspora, and the ones in Nigeria plus their GOs, plus their pastors, they not say pim. The first time I'm hearing Wale Adefarasin speak is because Donald Trump came out and tweeted. Wale Adefarasin came out. He's talking about resources. Hey, I said, yeah, please, somebody should point me to a tweet that Wale Adefarasin made concerning the massacre that is going on in the Middle Belt or even around Nigeria, because it has spread all over. Somebody should show me a statement from Wale Adefarasin. You see, Nigerians, you do not have all these people that you people, your pastors, they've all failed.
Fight for your fight.
Woefully, painfully so. None of them give a hoot about you. I hope say don't declare for people. Now only when Donald Trump they tweet, and only tweet he don't tweet people they come out. People when they put mouth for Nigerian politics, whether anything they go on, that they now here we dey. Anyway, let's go ahead. This is 2014, 2015. I hope you guys can see the picture clearly. This is it. Can you see in the picture, who do you see? Tinubu, Buhari, Amechi with John Kelly. When they go report Jonathan, see picture, see evidence. See, where was the patriotism? Because they've been trying so hard to pin it on Peter Obi, pin it on the Igbo people. See, now they ask, where was the patriotism when these treasonous felons were chasing power 2014, 2015? See them. Now they first go report say there's been Christian massacre as at that time. Now they go report to White House. Those ones come they collect information. Now Donald Trump enter, he puts CPC bam on a label as at when Donald Trump dey office that time. Okay, when they can't kick Donald Trump out of office, guess what? They can't remove him. So to tell you, say those of us that were shouting that time, say Democrats do us dirty for Nigeria, we were not mad. He don't declare now, be not declare. Let's move on. Listen to this.
Straight. Christians in Nigeria are being slaughtered, beheaded. I saw the videos. I'm gonna post them later. Beheaded for being Christians in their belief by radical Islamic terrorists who the Biden and Harris administration allowed to come over here. So they're being killed for their belief. And President Trump has issued their president and a warning saying that if he don't do anything about what's happening to our Christian brothers and sisters, he's going to stop funding and he's going to go in and take care of it. Now you have Nicki Minaj, who goes and make a post and thanking President Trump for doing something about this because the Biden and Harris administration didn't do anything to help them about doing something about this, and she's getting slack from the Democratic Party and the Democratic voters for just saying thank you for helping the Christians from being slaughtered. And this is your Democratic Party. I told you guys, these people are the party of Satan. They're evil. They hate Jesus and Christians. This is who this party is. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you, Jesus, for listening to your people. And we are praying for our Nigerian brothers and sisters in Christ.
Tired. Every day we bury our people. Every day. And still they say there's no massacre, no genocide of Christians in Nigeria. Look around you. What is this if not...
Is there any Muslim here? United Nations, I know you're watching it. American Senate, you are watching what I'm doing. I'm saying here. Special advisor to Trump. Now, please tell Trump to save our life in Nigeria. They are killing Christians in Nigeria. Massacre Christians. If they say they kill Muslims, these Muslims are being killed. By who? By Muslims.
What is really going on? The videos online are heartbreaking, and yet the world seems to sleep. Why should Americans care about this?
Well, Laura, we need to care, and I care as a Christian, as a Catholic. Our brothers and sisters in Christ right now are being martyred every day in Nigeria for the profession of their faith in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. The government is the one who's propagating propaganda in this. This has been going on since 2009. There's in between 50,000 and 100,000 Christians have been murdered. Just this year, 7,000 alone. That's 35 a day. And this claim of ethnic conflict is totally bogus. It is 5-to-1 Christians being killed as opposed to other religions in Nigeria right now. This is a genocide that's happening, and we have to stand up and we have to speak out to stop this.
I mean, we heard about the Free Palestine movement and the concern about innocent people being killed or caught in the crossfire. This is a deliberate targeting of people, women and children for their faith. It's happening in Sudan. It's happening in Nigeria. And what can America do with our economic might and all of our influence to try to stop this madness and this ongoing slaughter? What power do we have over this part of the world?
Well, let me speak specifically to Nigeria. This is why I've requested for Nigeria to be designated a country of particular concern, which Trump had done in his first administration. But of course, the Biden administration took that designation off because they claimed the killing had more to do with land disputes that were started because of climate change. Hard to believe, but that's what they had claimed in this. So we're asking for this designation to get put back on because it actually made a difference in slowing down and stopping killings in this region. But we have to do something to stop this.
Well, Congressman, public awareness is growing and people want answers and want action. Congressman, thank you very much.
The United States may soon sanction 12 Nigerian governors and other officials after their names appeared on a new CPC blacklist targeting alleged rights abusers. Please drop the names. Donald Trump no dey waste time. Please, we need the names. Meanwhile, Lagos State Commissioner, they don't declare Sowore wanted. These people are jokers.
I hereby, as the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Police Command, declare Sowore wanted. I declare him wanted for the act of causing disturbance of public peace and an act to commit serious felony by planning and putting all the plan in motion to obstruct traffic on the terminal to cause hardship for Lagosians and other Nigerians, and especially visitors who are transiting through this head. We will not allow this to happen. These are the equipment, and we will ensure that we close it on him anywhere he is.
They have dropped the names already. Are you serious? Abi, did I miss the names?
He came down in Abuja. Why is he afraid to come
Where
down?
they take drop him?
Come down. He should come and wherever he is, he should report himself to the nearest police station. Because I'm going to arrest him and investigate him and prosecute him. Thank you. So we have made 13 arrests of this miscreant and hoodlum. Because there's no any reason why.
I beg, my president don't drop tweets. I beg. I want to read the tweet of my president. Please, you people should pay attention. Our president don't speak. The recent pronouncement by the US government declaring Nigeria a country of particular concern and indicating possible military action. Really, we are going to see am. Maybe I will see it as we proceed. I beg, if you get them, let me send them to my email. I beg. The recent pronouncement by the US government, this is Peter Obi, our president, by the US government declaring Nigeria a country of particular concern and indicating possible military action should give every well-meaning Nigerian serious concern. There is no doubt that Nigeria is experiencing an unprecedented level of insecurity with attendant carnage and the most shocking loss of lives and property. According to Amnesty International, over 10,000 people have been unalived in Nigeria since May 2023, and as I have repeatedly lamented, the unwarranted and unprovoked killings of Nigerians is most condemnable, and all efforts must be made to bring it to a stop. It is equally important to state that the terrible situation is significantly avoidable with competent leadership and governance. While the insecurity did not start with the present government, what is most unfortunate is the lack and absence of competence, commitment, prudent use of resources, patriotism, and passion on the part of the APC-led government leaders to effectively govern, galvanize, and lead Nigeria where no one is unwarrantedly oppressed and unalived, a nation where peace, truth, and justice reign. As democracies, Nigeria and the US have long been strategic partners committed to regional peace and security. That relationship should not falter. The present situation calls for constructive diplomatic and any other plausible engagement by both nations aimed at addressing the prevailing and disturbing security concerns. Both countries must work in concert and expeditiously towards that purpose. Pio! Omo! No. No. They don't wait for PO to respond. Come and see people camping under PO's tweet. They camp, they wait. They call in name. Renault Okri, they call in name. I see, look at this. Cannot make we move forward. Make we move forward.
Right now, it's not new. In 2014, don't forget Dr.
Please, continue to double tap your screen device to like. If you have not yet liked. Sorry, I don't want to. Continue to tap your screen device if you have not yet liked. Please like the video or click on the 3 dots on the right corner to click to like, please. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe, share the video. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
General Muhammadu Buhari, who was the then presumption candidate of the APC, and went to meet John Kerry, former Secretary of State, to the US government, and laid down all of this. And you could see that the US took all the things that they said to heart, and since then the US has been documenting everything that has been happening. And close to the 2015 election, John Kerry came to the country, and the US tried to play an influence. Now, if we are reversing the situation, APC is now in government after having chased PDP out, and they are facing the same thing. So our politicians should know that it's not about political party or political actors, but about the interests of the country. Whatever is happening right now is not new. In 2014, don't forget Professor Dr. Abati, you have a situation.
See as they did. Yeah. Listen to this.
America, please stand for us. We are dying. America, save our life. Look at this one. Let's use them. Please, why allowed us to survive? Please, send your American and save us. Because they have already finished the battle. We have nobody. only God in heaven can stand for us. Please, I'm begging you, United Nations, your silence is getting worse. Yesterday, one of my colleagues, Reverend, was slaughtered with his wife and his children. And I'm right here, look at women. Immediately they were communicating after the Fulani husband have really burning down 2 villages. Then the soldiers came in, trying to cause confusion. And who are these army men that are using machine motorcycles? They get the shoots. God will stand for us. He has nobody. Everybody, we are now to do the last prayer. Since Islamic agenda is taking over the nations, now live at the police station in Bakiladi. Look at those at the IDPs. We have nobody to stand, and we're at the survival. Now more IDPs are being added. Where did they want it to go? They have already signed our land, has been relocated to them. They have signed our villages, have been relocated to Fulani husband, and nobody is talking. Even my colleagues, reverends, are keeping quiet. Women are dying every day. Men are dying. What do you want us to do? Please, please, I'm begging you, Congress men of London, please.
How?
Stand for the helpless. They have nobody. Brother, I know you are a friend of mine in Facebook.
Catch your country. Mona, listen to the follow-up.
Could be. I mean, a lot of things I envisage, a lot of things. They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world, very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
See.
1st of December 2022. This woman lost everything. She lost 6 children. She was the only surviving member of that family. And here she was crying, Jesus, I still love you. This is the plague of...
No, I beg. It's too much. It's too much.
Persecuted in Nigeria. How about 18,000 churches burned since 2009, 50,000 killed since that same year, 5 million displaced, 7,000 killed in 2025. This is raging right now. How can you gauge what are the possible retribution? What could you actually do to stop this?
Well, I served in Nigeria when in my Special Forces unit in 2015. We provided them training. We were training their Navy SEALs on how to get after Boko Haram. We provide them arms and other types of security assistance.
You helped rescue those ladies, the girls.
Remember the girls, the 300 girls in Ainsley. It is just heartbreaking and disgusting. The vast majority were sold as sex slaves and brides into these Islamist organizations like Boko Haram and ISIS. So we work a lot with the Nigerians, and what the president is saying is, I'm not going to put this as a back burner issue. This is an upfront issue, and you need to take it more seriously. Look, I mean, they've been fighting these insurgents, but it's been kind of up and down over the years. And again, when you have the Biden administration come in and say, this isn't important, we're gonna lift that designation. Remember when they did that with the Houthis? You know, Trump says they're terrorists, and Biden says no, they're not. And and then they're up.
Let me read this. So the U.S. has moved to sanction 12 northern governors, judges, traditional rulers. Background. Oi, make I see whether I go get the names here. I need to see the full news. Mona, wait to abeg. Mona novice. Okay. Where's the full story? Where's the full story? Oh shoot! It's just head. No story behind it. Okay. All right, maybe I'll get to it as I continue to research, but let's move forward with the videos. So, Nigerian government, they posted a tweet saying that Muslims are 53% in Nigeria, Christians are 40-something%, and others. So people started calling them out and dragging them on Twitter, right? They now deleted the tweet after lying that they have 53% Muslim. Nigerian army, they post fake pictures of rescue of kidnapped victims. These are the people serious about governance. Ow! Sovereign country, my foot. Are we sovereign? You have terrorists that have invaded. Your APC terrorist is an invasion in and of itself. You have people coming from, do you know that Chad, Sudan has closed their border? I mean, Chad don't close their border. Because they say when US send people come fight them, if they force them rush into Chad don't close border. Oh, okay. Oh. Please continue to double tap the screen to like if you have not yet liked. Thank you to those that have liked. This was in 2020 when Trump was very happy. That remember when Nigerians were happy for him, they were parading for him. Remember? Anyway, you guys remember this story. So this is from his Twitter account. See, Nigerian Catholic priest died on Ash Wednesday in Kaduna State. Sylvester Okechukwu, a Catholic priest who was abducted from Nigeria on March 4, was cruelly died on Ash Wednesday. Okay? Now, Donald Trump says ground operations, airstrikes could be part of U.S. attack in Nigeria. Okay.
Can be compared to the crucifixion of the Lord.
Hold on 1 second, guys. You guys remember, this guy has been very vocal about the unalivings in Nigeria. This priest. I will never forget this priest. I don't know his name, but I always remember him.
A number of things Christians have suffered in this country can be compared to the crucifixion of the Lord. Do we talk about the takeover of all Christian schools, all mission schools by Nigerian government? They took over those schools, destroyed them, turned our educational institutions into houses of formation of criminals and mediocres. People who can't write simple letters, who can't speak any language correctly, who can't solve their own problems and won't pass any exam without cheating. And that is like crucifying, because that is a house. The school is a house of formation of character. They have taken the body away. They have removed all signs of his death. Since after the takeover of schools, who has the correct statistics of the number of churches that have been burnt down in this country? Who knows how many Christians have been killed in this country because they are Christians? Some right inside the church. Some will tell you these are criminals. They are not just Christians. Take it easy. How many of those who perpetrate these crimes have been arrested and prosecuted? How many of them are in jail? How many of them have faced the death penalty? The Catholic Church is against the death penalty. I'm talking about Nigerian law. But we know that if anything happens to some of those who perpetrate this crime, either in self-defense or in resistance, the government stands up. There is outrage everywhere in all levels of government. This selective outrage of government, this selective outrage of the police, of the army, of the security agencies, when innocent citizens are massacred and when criminals are repelled and in the repelling they die, this selective outreach is like, it's not only that they have killed him, they've taken the body away. They want to wipe off every trace. And some Christians are being provoked legitimately to react. Anytime any of them reacts, they are said to be taking the laws into their hands. But all those who trample the law with their feet, trample upon the law. They kill, they rape, they maim, they sack farmers, they harvest crops of farmers and feed it to their cattle. And when you say no, why are you doing this? It is death. And when they do that, they record it and post it to government to see. If you ask them question, you are killed. If you chase them away and while running away they die, you'll be condemned to death.
Who started the Boko Haram crisis in Borno State? A governor.
Okay, Bishop Honor, thank you very much.
Addressed the press 2 days ago and attempted to insult the collective intelligence and memory of Nigerians by denying any links with the dangerous, dreaded Boko Haram sect. I did reply him yesterday, and I'm expecting him to sue me because he said he wanted to sue an Australian. You don't need to go to Australia. What you are looking for in Sokoto is in the pocket of your Sokoto. I'm ready to join issues with him because not only did he sponsor that organization by providing funds for them, in 2003, he had a deal with to get him to win the election. And if he won his re-election, he will compensate the organization. When he won that election, he appointed Alaji Bukufoy as the Commissioner for Religious Affairs to implement Sharia in that state. When the man attended the first Executive Council meeting, he discovered that they were all talking about contracts and how to save money. So he went back to the camp, the Boko Haram camp, and said, where you send me to is Gida Barawi, the house of thieves. I can no longer be part of them. So he was asked to resign. And that was how Foy resigned from the government of Mutu Sharif. To say that you don't know them is the greatest lie. I was just reminded this morning by somebody from Borno State that
Guys, please continue to double tap your screen device. If you have not yet liked, please like the video. Click on the corner of your device to like the show, share, and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Thank you so much to those who have already liked, but please continue to double tap your screen device if you have not yet liked. Thank you. Okay, this is a printed NYSC handbook. Okay, listen, make I read some of the things for now. This was boldly printed in the NYSC handbook in a sovereign country that's worried about an invasion that definitely hasn't happened yet. Even though we keep losing territory to foreign insurgents and terrorists and letting them collect tax from farmers to harvest your own crop. Oh, Nigerians. You know the most frustrating part of all of this? It is the educated Nigerians outside of Nigeria that don't know jack about what is going on ground. Those are the ones that sometimes I wonder. Do you know that you already have invaders in your country already and they are spreading fast? They are taking over communities and renaming them. Do you understand that? Do you even understand that you stand a chance of losing your own community because it is far from you? You think, oh, this has been happening in Nigeria. For an outside, a child has been crying in a home with both supposedly father and mother, crying. Father is ignoring. Mother that's supposed to care is ignoring. An outsider hears the cry of this child. hears that this child has been crying for so long. Let me go and check what is going on. All of a sudden, hey, everybody is trying to be politically correct. Hey, do you know what invading Nigeria? Oh, the man never talked about invasion. The only thing the man talked about, the only thing Donald Trump mentioned is deal with the terrorists. We get selective, we get problem for Nigeria. It's not just those in Nigeria, it is those outside of Nigeria. When I hear some of them, they talk, they fear, they wonder. Education never do anything for these people. All it has done is to that word that they like to use, recolonize. They are even worse than the imperialists that they are calling, they are abusing. They are worse than them. If you give those same people opportunity, Nigeria will be gone. I'm telling you. It's a shame. Let me read this. Advisory caution. Advisory action when kidnapped or taken hostage. This is in an NYSC booklet. Not here. If kidnapped, the following tips should prevail. Do not resist armed kidnappers. Una dey hear? In a sovereign country, that they shout. Nigeria is a sovereign country, but you have invaders. They have taken over states. They are collecting tax from the people. Anyway, let me calm down. Keep calm and be patient. Do not antagonize your captors. Be polite and operate with reasonable regards. Give reasonable cooperation to your abductors. Establish a personal relationship with your captors as early as possible. The kidnappers may ask for contact persons. Do not mention your place of work, but your close friends and parents. They will reach them to negotiate your release. Advise your friends involved in the negotiation they should be friendly with your captors. Be prepared for the natural reaction of the shock. Mentally note all you can about your abductors and, if moved, the length of time in transit, direction, sound, smell, and any other information. Take no risk by attempting to escape. Do not be a hero. Keep fit with mental exercise. Make no statement to the media after your release without official clearance, but share your experience with close associates. Una dey hear? Let's move on.
Are you aware that we are sending $40 million a week to the Taliban? Yes, sir. Can you name other instances of foreign aid going to terrorist organizations?
We have assisted Al-Shabaab in Somalia. There's been instances of the Hamzi network in Sudan, Hamas, Islamic Jihad, Hezbollah, Kataiba Hezbollah, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham in Syria. Dozens of terror organizations have received indirect assistance from U.S. foreign aid.
Mr. Roman, are you aware that we...
This is when Trump came in, and started auditing all of these NGOs. In case some people will come and say, oh, your lovely Democrat, now the beautiful gift when they're given her, be that. The destruction when they see. See, Chad abandons Tinubu. Chad don't abandon Tinubu. They close their border with Nigeria as the Islamic terrorists plot to flee, hide out over fear of military action by Trump. May you dey hear.
My name remains just Aditun. I cannot explain this period. Just share this. I cannot define it. Whether it is a period of fear, a period of panic, or a period of liberation has come. President Trump, via a Twitter message, not entourage, not delegate expense paid trip, not letter, just a social media communication, has passed the message to us that they are going to release or coming to take our country, or there's going to be war. However he has put it. You, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you boldly told all of us that you are tired of our insults, and then you have avoided social media at all costs because you don't want to have high blood pressure. Welcome, high blood pressure. That is supposed to kill only our president, but is about to gulp the nation at once now. Every day we come out on the space of this media, shouting, screaming, crying about insecurity. on our children, about religion, about safety for our young girls and our boys, about the fact that people are dying in hunger. Our own government failed to listen to us. Lai Mohammed told you people a lie that everything is AI. You people think it's content creation. You people think it's clouting. You think we need attention, we need money, we are hungry. Not understanding that it is about humanity and our people. One man raised his voice against the killing of Christians. The whole world has listened to him. And Trump has shown the supremacy of power. And you people are still talking about sovereignty. There is nothing called political sovereignty. This is the voice of the lower level against the voice of the high and mighty. I don't know how you became president, whether it is by hijacking or by rigging, or by ambition or by quality. But listen to the voice of the masses. Nothing must happen to us in this country. We have cried and screamed enough. It is not about APC. It is not about us as a family. This is not Lagos that belongs to you and I. This is Nigeria that belongs to everybody. This is the giant of Africa that all eyes are on us. All of a sudden now, the Minister of Communication knows where CNN is. All of a sudden now, you people now have become content creators like us. The official Asiwaju Tinubu page on Instagram was contracted to some people. The same random mockery that told us that you are a drug baron. The same random mockery that fights every political parties just to favor one person and suddenly become the mouthpiece of Nigeria instead of the president himself. When last did you grant presidential statements? When last did you engage journalists? When last did you do any presidential briefing? Trump communicated only through WhatsApp, through Twitter. The mouthpiece of the global face, of the global stage. You ignored everybody. Asiwaju, it is not about the ambition to become the president. Your ambition is supposed to be to serve Nigerians and save us. Have you forgotten in 2014, January 29, this same you, Asiwaju, during Goodluck Jonathan, you said it that they were killing Christians. Can you see the outcome of Muslim tickets? Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I don't know how you appointed Minister of State, Minister of Defense. Let me enlist them. Minister of Intergovernment. All of you ministers, I don't know who you paid to. I don't know who you found, how you found your way there. But if you say that you resign now, or Asiwaju should sack you and let them employ competent people. Asiwaju, Nigeria must not go down. Nothing must happen to us. This is not about tribalism. This is about we as a nation. This is about our motherland. This is about the masses. This is about the insecure. Nigeria is no longer home. Everybody, Canada, America, everybody, they call those places their home because home is where there is safety. Home is where the government feels the pain of the common man. Home is where the government understands its responsibility and not its title. Good morning, fellow citizens of Nigeria.
Now, every Arewa person on X is suddenly preaching the same Islam. Coming out, Islam is, I'm Muslim. Islam is this religion of peace. They back and they don't buy thousands of people. I don't see any, most of those Arewa people when I come, they see, I know they see them for, they know they talk about them, they know they tweet about them, nothing. They just, they slaughter people. They don't care. All of a sudden, they are now realizing, oh, we are one nation. We have one destiny. I say, you and who? You people are who have one destiny. Make una pack una self go one side though. The day of judgment has come. Everybody go collect for all of this. When we dey shout, shebi una say una get sense. Una man enter through the back door. Do the work, no. Secure lives, no. Provide the necessary infrastructure, no. Instead, he weaponized every evil under the sun. Things wey we never hear of for Nigeria before person go kpai. for sat everybody go dey weep, we go dey mourn. E don turn to graveyard. Shame on Nigerian Christians world over. Shame on the Nigerian Christians in the diaspora, the ones in Nigeria. Shame on all of you and your pastors and your GOs. Shame on all of you. Everybody go collect. Posterity will judge each and every one of you. Go judge all of us. Now here we dey. Bola Tinubu does not have the mental ability and fitness to govern Nigeria. This man has to go. There's no way around it. If I were this man now, I would just leave with shame. Just come out. People go acknowledge, say, yes, this is enough. They go even still recognize him. But you see this one, if the more he forces himself, 2027 not sure for him. It is not sure for him. See, Benue community, they buy their political leader, headsmen, buy for Makurdi or wherever. Kwakwaso Congo put mouth for the matter. Make I tell now, they don't start today. They send. Let me see if I can find that tweet of Kwakwaso. When I listen to that Barrister Darlington first, I go find that tweet for now.
If it is Christians that are doing this and they are doing the North, will he still say what he said? They would have been shouting Araba, Araba, Araba like they did the first time. The North should not think that we are fools. So every time they speak as if they want one Nigeria or they love Nigeria. If you love Nigeria, is it not Northerners that went outside there to bring terrorists into Nigeria? No, tell me. Was it mention one Christian? Even in Namdekan did not do that. Yeah, they are talking they want one Nigeria. You can see deceit. The Sultan knows exactly the cause of this insecurity. He knows where it comes from. He knows the people that profess a particular religion that are behind it. Yes, they will not even interrogate it or call a meeting for it. Every time, Nigeria is a lie. It's a lie. Whether they like it, if we didn't do, maybe our children will think better. That's the truth. This thing must not continue. The way these people act and behave is so annoying and so provocative. The other one, an Islamic clergy, at a sheikh, at that height, came out in the open and told the whole world that God told him to kill Tinubu's wife because she's an infidel. The first lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Somebody from your religion said it because of religious sentiment, and you are telling me Nigeria is Nigeria. You are talking to yourself, the Sultan. I won't agree with you because you people have used this religion to intimidate everybody since time immemorial. Everything you people do is all about religion. If it doesn't favor you, no. I remember when they want to run Miss Nigeria in Abuja. This time, because of religion, they took it to Calabar. Is that Christians? Did they behave like that? They don't even bother with you whenever they want to do something. They just do it without caring. Is that not enough for people to say, look, we are leaving you people. Since you like violence, stay with your violence. We are going. Every time Nigeria is a lie. One day they will realize that we are not fools over here. I'm not joking. Because look at it yourself. How can you claim you love Nigeria?
We are absolutely out of time. We are absolutely out of time.
Into Nigeria, you are not talking about it.
Well, thank you very much, Professor Darlington Agumo.
Let me show you guys the tweet. Okay, let me show you guys. Actually, let me go this way. Okay. Kwakwaso. Where is it? Wanna bear with me? Ha! Represent Riley. Kwakwaso, he can't respond. He said, I have noted with increasing concern the heightened pronouncements on Nigeria by President Donald Trump. This follows his designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. It is important to emphasize that our country is a sovereign nation whose people face different threats from outlaws across the country. The insecurity we face does not distinguish based on religious, ethnic, or political beliefs. The United States should assist the Nigerian authorities with better cutting-edge technology to tackle these problems rather than posing a threat that could further polarize our country. The Nigerian government should also consider appointing special envoys from its distinguished diplomats to engage the American government. Additionally, it is necessary to appoint permanent ambassadors to represent Nigeria's interests on the international stage. To my fellow countrymen, this is an important moment where we should emphasize unity of belonging over thunder, fire, unity. Thunder, fire, unity. Let's go to Representative Riley's response. Governor, do you care to comment on your complicity in the death of Christians? You instituted Sharia law. You signed the law that makes so-called blasphemy punishable by death. The man composed the clip of BBC article. Kano introduces Sharia law. Tiens, they look for Kwankwaso. I should say name did that list. Guys, if you have not yet liked, please like. Please like the show, I beg. If you never like, I beg. For those who I don't like, thank you very much. Let's move forward. Let me start from here.
In support of America invading Nigeria.
100%.
Guns are blazing.
I said 100%. Since the government has refused to listen and leaders have not been helping matters.
What did that affect the sovereignty of Nigeria? That's the question I'm asking.
Hold on. You now have a sovereignty where terrorists are not telling you what to do, Abi. You now have a sovereignty where terrorists are on the dining table with government.
Tell them, Barrister Darlington, tell them.
And leaders are supporting
Tell
the
them.
That's really my annoyance. Why would anybody utter such words? These are things you should frown at. Who brought them into Nigeria? Was Nigeria like this in 1999? Moses, please be sincere to yourself. Who brought them into Nigeria? What are they doing here? Why are they not in Ghana? Why are they not in the Republic of Benin? Please, why are they not in South Africa? You can see, we forgot the genesis of our problem and we are blaming America. Let them come. If that will solve the problem. Since you people don't know what to do, let them come and help us. Look at now, as I'm talking to you now, almost 20 villages have been taken over in Plateau and Benue. Moses, who are those to occupy those villages? Are they Christians? The real indigenous of those states are now in IDP camp, and they are the farmers in Nigeria. Can you beat that?
Since they want, Donald Trump refuses to meet Bola Tinubu face to face. Tinubu US trip aborted. Senator Cruz called Trump's action a critical step in holding accountable and changing the behavior of Nigerian officials. Cruz said his legislation should take it further, including targeting those who implement blasphemy laws in Nigeria. Now they hear? Okay. Let me see. Gumi, they asked Nigeria to cut ties with US if Trump fails to withdraw threats. Whew. Trump's threat. Sharia Supreme Council asked Tinubu to cut diplomatic ties with US. Nigeria. Muna listen to see Northerners gather. Muna hear them.
We are coming to our brother.
Brother.
Northerner. First and then Nigeria. But most of all, you are each and every person's brother here.
Here now. We here now. By the way, guys, please continue to double tap the screen to like the show. I appreciate those that have liked already. Please continue to like the show. They are now running kitty kata. Kwankwaso is even he can't go mistake, go talk put for the matter. Then you don't know say that they wait for him. Hey. Even the Sultan, I go show now that one. They respond to the Sultan. If not, so it had to take this for Nigerian government when not prepared to do anything. All Tinubu has been pursuing his politics. How he want to win 2027 election from 2023. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You abandon the people don't cry. This man go, yeah, he go where they take 5 people for Benue State. This man not reach water, where more than 200 people were burnt alive. This man not go there. Talk about the disrespect and disregard for your citizens. He no near there. He can't claim say na rain fall. Na, hey, you know as that thing they pay me today. If you know the insult, the spit on the citizens, on the people's faces, how many people don't come out they cry since? It had to take a Donald Trump to show you that your country is not sovereign. It's not sovereign. Let's not pretend. It has never been won. He had to take an outsider. You keep shouting imperialist, imperialist. Please tell me here if your family member or you have experienced this level of degeneracy and balkanization and massacre. When you see help, will you not take it? This is where the Nigerian government has driven its citizens to. Please tell me whether you will not take it. It's easy to stay on the other side of the world and be blowing grammar and be speaking because you never bury person for your family. Look, everybody should keep their eloquence and English to themselves. The people that have been suffering this massacre, their voices have been heard. We go support them. Anything we want happen may happen. It's about time for Nigeria to learn a lesson. Karma is a bitch. Now karma, now in Nigeria, they pay. For all the sins, all the crimes, all the transgression against its own people. Pay time is here. We are here for it. History will write this time. May nobody come explain anything away and not care. You get parents, they not care for you. Outsider come, show you the care when you need. It reminds me of the story of that little boy for Akwa Ibom when they call witch. When they abandoned, he had to take somebody from outside. A German woman walking the street, see small pikin, feed and give am water. You say no, because say which resources? Please tell me which resources. How many resources don't benefit the indigenous people of Nigeria? Apart from your thieving politicians and their stupid elites. How many of your elites are calling for you, are speaking up for you? How many? Apart from Peter Side, Atedo. Who else? Please name them. Name them. People have now, their voices have now been heard. We've been speaking and speaking their voices, and you're not telling them, you are not speaking English. You're telling them, do you know in other countries that these people, we don't give a hoot. Anything we want to happen for Nigeria, that may happen. It's about the revolution. When everybody don't shout for, maybe this is it. Before a seed can germinate, come out and bring about harvest, it needs to die first. Maybe this is the phase we are in. Nigeria has to learn a lesson. And first of all, throw away that name, Nigeria, because it's not our own. People might not be one, be us, cannot come and say they are one. Please, please. You already have invaders in your country taking over villages. Look at what's happening in those states. They will kidnap young girls, kidnap young boys, pay money. People when they dey village, you know, because your family member not there among. Easy to explain and gaslight. I beg. Nigerians and hypocrisy, especially the educated ones. Diaspora Nigerians, shame on all of you.
At home here. That's the first thing. To pay courtesies to this wonderful team that we always see on television but not have the opportunity to meet in person. I don't know how Ruben describes her every morning with a shout, and the Rufai will give you the title of your village. So we see all this, but we always, this man is so close to our heart. This organization is so dear to us, and we cannot but pay tribute to you. And thank you very much for what you have been doing for this country. And we know we are still on the way up. We are very proud of what you are doing. We are very proud of your team. We are essentially very happy to be here this afternoon to say hello, well done, and to also tell you that the Area Consultative Forum is 25 years old. And we are organizing a 25-year anniversary. And you are a critical factor to that. We told you. Area Consultative Forum is an organization established in the year 2000 by all the northern governors, all the northern emirs and chiefs, everybody. It's essentially a socio-cultural, political, non-partisan organization that is charged with the overseeing, protecting, and promoting those aspects that we believe are in good conscience will promote economic and social development of the North within the context of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So while we are supposed to be a sectional group, we do so that this country can remain one, indivisible, can continue to be united, cohesive, and can together move each and every one of us, whether we are North or South or Yoruba or Hausa, forward. Actually, ideally, ACF, Afenifere, Indigo, Hanazi should use this sectional leadership for the benefit of the country. We should actually de-emphasize our prominence and emphasize the importance of oneness of Nigeria. But that is may, here we are today. While we continue to try and fulfill our own obligations, also try to bring in everybody else along with us. During this ceremony that we are hoping to hold on the 22nd of November, we have invited the Afenifere, the Indigo, the Kandel, all the socio-cultural organizations to come to Kaduna and share those moments, so that also opportunities could be given to all of us to discuss Nigeria way forward. And the best way forward is unity and cooperation and respect mutually. And that's what we are hoping this 25th anniversary will give us the opportunity to do. We have invited prominent southern monarchs, and I'm happy to say a lot of them have agreed to come. We want to create a Nigeria for those 3 days, so that we are not seen as ACF. That gathering is going to be a Nigerian gathering. Those topics that we are hoping to discuss will be Nigerian topics. We are hoping in the process that the North can learn a lot from the perception of other people, the way they see us, and we are hoping that they can assist us to point out areas that we may not be looking at, so that we can, after use those conclusions of the meeting to benefit our people and to benefit the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This visit, therefore, is offered. We had officially already invited you, and you had given us why you are coming. Even if you doubted, I would have come personally myself to take you with me. For you, actually, personally, you are a member of my family. I cannot remember one of us that you do not know and associate and have been with all these many years. So I'm very happy to be here. We are hoping that, of course, since it is a very big occasion for us, it will have the coverage that we are hoping for. The projection of our problems in the North will also help other people to understand us better. We're also hoping to bridge that gap that people say North, as if North doesn't belong to Nigeria. We want the narrative to change. Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. it is becoming quite normal now to say North, Northerners, North. And I sit and say, look, no, we shouldn't. We are not Northerners, we are Nigerians first. That's how we want to be described. And I believe also Ohanazi in the Afenifere will rather be described first as Nigerians. Of course, but in that we are carrying than leaders of some sections in Nigeria. But actually, it would not have been like this. All these different cultural sectional groupings, if our, I don't know that it was the colonial masters or our own leaders at the initial stages after independence that have created this division that we have not been able to bridge up to now. We are sincerely hoping that what we are going to do in Kaduna is going to begin to show a beginning of another narrative of de-emphasizing sectional commitment to embracement of national cohesion. So we thank you very much for receiving us this afternoon, and we assure you that we are going to carry back very good, happy memory of our visit here. I haven't seen you for a few months when we've been talking, but I have not been here before. Oh, I am on television. I was going to search beauties around. I have said it. Let me hand over this to my brother, Mama Mike Utman, the chairman of the National Executive Council of ACF, for a few more.
Look at these people gaslighting themselves, feeling themselves. Now feel that they feel themselves. How many tribes in Nigeria? If I be Ohaneze Ndigbo and Afenifere, may they not even bother. Because they feel get sinister plan. Yes, I said it. They might have. Don't go near Kaduna. Do not. Where are the rest of the tribes? Where are they? I don't fall into any of those that he just mentioned. I know a lot of people that do not. So what are you talking about? Is it now you people want to talk about unity? Mona, shove that unity. Mona, shove am. Make Trump can't do what he want to do for Nigeria. After everywhere don't set, then we go come back. Because this is medicine after death. There's no need. Let's move forward. Rubbish. These people don't take people for fools for a long time. Disgraced country. Disgraced country. Shame on all these people. They are now coming with soft voice. Now so they talk soft. Like say they don't know what that they do. Very deceptive human beings.
Section 2, section 14, subsection 2B of our constitution.
Please double tap to like, oh. Please continue to like. For those who have liked, thank you.
I can open my phone and read to you tweets of President Tinubu condemning Jonathan for the slaughtering of Christians then. All we are telling President Tinubu to do this morning is to do the thing you condemn Jonathan for. You can't invade a sovereign nation without the say-so of the nation. You can talk to the nation to bring you in to help solve problems. But even that has its own implications. Because America does not come and fight for you for free. This morning on my Twitter page, I put the cost that Kuwait had to pay America for the Gulf War between 1990 and 1991. As of 1990 and 1991, Kuwait paid the American government $16 billion. If you adjust that money for inflation today, it's about $40.1 billion. Everything will come with a cost. Yes, we've also talked about rare earth metals, rare earth minerals that is also here, America's own business and political interest and all of that. But secondly, the point I want to make this morning is this. Because we are a sovereign nation does not mean we shouldn't stop the killings of people. Isn't it a shame, a collective shame, that it took Donald Trump to be able to rile us up for us to be able to have this conversation again? All the killings, irrespective of religion, irrespective of tribe, should people be killed the way they are being killed in this country? And people are not calling a spade a spade. I saw the likes of Shegumi talk this morning when he was saying, America has no right to threaten us, we should call their blood. What? The same Shegumi that talks in support of the criminals that says because they've not been given a better lease of life, that's why they perpetrate these crimes? We live in a country where we are taking photo up with bandits. Section 14, subsection 2B of our constitution says it's the role of the government to fix it and get our people secured. The government has failed in this in the last 15 years. I can open my phone and read to you tweets of President Tinubu condemning Jonathan for the slaughtering of Christians then. All we are telling President Tinubu to do this morning is to do the thing you condemn Jonathan for. Enough is enough. Like I said on the table the other day, it's because people close to us have not been killed. Any back
exactly.
If it happens to you, you will speak in a harsher tone than I'm speaking this morning. And I'm very sad for us in this country. And the data boys are playing all sorts of politics with it. The banger boys and data boys. Yes, Nigeria should engage. I'm happy that from the president side they're going to engage. But apart from engagement, is it too much to ask for that we should stop this killing once and for all?
Okay. If America brings drones here, brings all kinds of things in any part of Nigeria, Nigeria will never be the same.
I beg, I don't want to hear this man.
We have President Bola. Nigeria to say no. It's not just who's what is part. Is that freedom of expression? Or to if this country and President
reactions following the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, and then further on the diplomatic conversation or on diplomatic conversations that happened between the countries of both presidents of both countries. Now let's start looking at solutions. But I think first of all, in terms of solutions, it's a good time and a good thing to call for Nigerians to be united and not speak against. But this is why consistently before this has happened, we have talked about the fragile relationship along ethnic and religious lines that this administration takes. It was politicized heavily, and when it came to head, this administration did not do enough to correct or to address it. We said it on this table that even if it took the National Orientation Agency to promote togetherness, unity, oneness, speaking with one voice, now that we have challenges, we are now running helter-skelter and asking Nigerians to speak with one voice.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's better to be proactive than reactive. And so now asking Nigerians to be patriotic, asking Nigerians to speak up for Nigeria, when the warnings had happened right before to say that bring people together so that when it's time, it will be genuine and you're not having to try to get people together when it wouldn't work. And that's why some people, if you see the reactions, some of them funny, some of them light-hearted, some of them supporting this move. And of course, it's really largely from a place of ignorance. But it also speaks very clearly as to how disunited we are as a nation. And if there's one lesson from this, it is that we must fix that problem, because it works during politics season for a few, but when it comes to crunch matters, we would need people to really come together united and not begin to bring ethnic slurs, religious divides when it comes to issues like this. So let's look forward in terms of what does action look like. We must have a democratic and security response to this. Sorry, diplomatic and security response to this. Already in the news this morning, I talked about how the presidency was intensifying efforts to have diplomatic conversations with the United States of America. To be fair, again, this is a bit too late. When the Senator Ted Cruz had raised the issue, rather than propaganda and trying to push narratives around, oh, this is not true, or burying our head in the sand, we ought to have taken action. We ought to have begun diplomatic efforts to ensure that this narrative is corrected with facts, not with just a nice story or just writing or releasing statements. With facts. If they're claiming that Christians are being killed, then they must present a counterfact to the alternative that not just Christians, but it is an issue around terrorism. Then we had an opportunity long before now, when the Christians in the Middle Belt were crying out to say that they were killing them, the pastors were coming out to make videos. The response was not sufficient. Unfortunately, it's taking America's statements to begin for us to begin to take action. Why did we not put our house in order in the first instance? And now we're reacting and responding. I wish we had taken the opportunity when the issue was brought to light, especially by some people who were victims of these killings, and the Nigerian government acted. Now, following that, beyond the diplomatic, we've heard that the news around a meeting confirmed is not true. I think it's important to say that, but the Nigerian government is working very hard to ensure that they open that channel of communication with the United States.
Go and deal with all the terrorists, not because they open channel of communication. Be sure to be doing the
across countries in the world. We still do not have ambassadors in the United States, ambassadors in other countries of the world as we speak. The president will now have to take serious attention or pay serious attention to for Nigeria's foreign policy. Nigeria's depicts the issue. Nigerians are dying, and it is quite shameful that the outside world has to tell us our own problems when it has been glaring all along. Thousands of Nigerians are being killed. Every other day we keep reporting stories of people being being killed, whether in the mosque or in the church or in areas, and yet nothing concrete has been done about this. Hopefully this will be a wake-up call for Nigeria.
Nonsense. He had to take a Donald Trump only tweet. Look at them scampering like rats. Be nullifying the terrorists and let us be seen. Don't be recirculating adult videos. You think we are stupid? You think we are you are recirculating old videos, old pictures of nonsense actions that were carried out. Do the work. Do the work. Let it be seen that you're actually doing the work. No. Instead, they are looking for her to, what are you discussing with the man? He doesn't want to see you. Do the goddamn work. You snuck in through the back door. Here is the power. Do something. You cannot. All the APC, I hear say, Bayesta said governor, Abi, which governor? Delta said don't decamp to APC. All of them don't decamp. Good. Let them be in one place so that when that destruction come, make it meet them. So this US lawmaker say Trump will be giving full menu of options to stop the alleged this thing. This man carried the thing for head though, he and Ted Cruz. Meanwhile, residents of Iyanoworo in Lagos State have spoken out after police used tear gas to disperse them during protests against the demolition of their homes. This is what we are saying. These are the issues. You silence the people. When they won't come out to cry, you go silence them. When they won't talk, you go abduct them for nights when nobody dey. Go lock them up for jail so that they no go see chance talk. You stifle every attempt for them to cry out. Please tell me. You think say these people not they see? You think say these people not they see? I beg.
A government that is supposed to build a long-lasting housing estate for people to live. They are now disenfranchising the people. They are wasting our money. It will not better for you and your family.
These are the people they forced to vote for APC. They are crying. They are taking over their properties. So that's what happens. The government of Chad has announced the immediate closure of its borders with Nigeria, citing security concerns following reports of alleged military plans in West Africa. Let's move forward.
At this hour, Donald Trump has ordered the Department of Defense to prepare for war in Nigeria, saying that the United States may soon go in, quote, guns a-blazing. Donald Trump has been very upset about anti-Christian bias in Nigeria. In a new Truth Social post, Trump writes that he has ordered his Department of Defense to prepare for action in Nigeria. If the Nigerian government continues to allow of Christians, the United States of America will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country guns a-blazing. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action, warning the Nigerian government better move fast. So we may have possible war in the southern Caribbean, in Venezuela, along with possible war now in Africa. I will continue to provide you updates every step of the way, so make sure to subscribe to my site.
People were sharing videos of how this stupid man with his smelly mouth, they thought say cows are citizens of Nigeria. You know, go better for these people. Imagine, the Washington DC gave Nigerian government, una say make America no enter, una they take their money. Una never know what the market wanna buy. Washington DC gave Nigerian government $346 million in arms to fight insecurity. Let me read that again. Washington DC gave the Nigerian government $346 million in arms to fight insecurity. Please, have there been any changes? After you collect their money, you say, may they not interfere or more. You are on a long thing. It's about time. Nigeria needs a reset. Nigeria needs a reset. Nobody should talk about one Nigeria to me. Oh, I beg you. When we were shouting here day and night, this man weaponized bigotry, weaponized every evil under the sun. All those terrorists, he was petting them for the day of election 2027 that he will use and unleash on Nigerians so that they will not allow their own candidate to come in. Meanwhile, on Twitter, there's so many terrorists on Twitter. They are busy tweeting, Peter Obi will never be president. I say, the person that is president now, your life don't mean anything to him. You are just 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 day, 2 days, 3 months, 1 month, 1 year away from unaliving. Small malaria now, you not sure for you again. So who is mocking who? Who are you deceiving? Make una listen.
President Trump is threatening to go to war on Nigeria a day after designating the West African nation a country of particular concern over the killings of thousands of Christians there. Stephanie Bennett is live in London with more on this. Stephanie.
Hey, John. Yeah, the president has been very vocal in the last 24 hours on Truth Social. I want to read you just a couple excerpts of one that came out 5 minutes ago. The president said, quote, if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killings of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now, quote, disgraced country. Guns a-blazing, he says. He is then hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. And he also says in that post, warning the Nigerian government better move fast. Now, yesterday, the president posted also on Truth Social announcing that he was going to put this country as a country of particular concern, saying something must be done. He's now asking Congressman Riley Moore, Chairman Tom Cole, and the House Appropriations Committee to look into it and to report back.
On this and get to the bottom of what's happening and give President Trump a full menu of options that we can use to try to stop these killings.
Yeah, and Moore says there's about 15 possible options, including suspension of security assistance and targeted sanctions. Nigeria is, of course, considered one of the most dangerous places in the world, according to the well-regulated Open Doors International Group. Over the years, thousands of Christians have been killed in churches, schools, and entire villages have been burned. Some even brand it a genocide. The Nigerian government vowed today to keep fighting violent extremism and said it hoped Washington would remain a close ally. But some analysts blame the country's inability to protect its citizens over that wide spectrum of armed groups that operate across the country, including Boko Haram.
I think fundamentally Nigeria is a failed state.
Bam!
Corruption is simply out of control. So are the kinds of resources that should be there. It is a major exporter of oil, so it should be a rich country, but a lot of it gets diverted through corruption. So they don't have the resources in order to provide their security forces what they need in order to fight back.
And in order to combat this issue, earlier this year, Washington approved $346 million in arms for Nigeria. Back to you, John.
All right.
Una here? Please ask your government, what did they do with the 346 million? Meanwhile, World Bank, which bank? Is it World Bank? Abemona help me. World Bank is about to release another 1 billion. IMF is about to release another 1 billion. Please tell me, what are they doing? And people will come here and tell me one Nigeria, let everything crash. I'm here for it. It's sad. I'm not happy about it. I hate it. But if these things were, in fact, this man, they're not even evade. I can assure you that the people that will deal with Nigerians are already in Nigeria. Mona forget Bagbe. They're already there. They are just waiting. But guess what? Donald Trump's tweet, if APC know what they do them, they're supposed they move right now. They remove all the terrorists, one after the other. Go, they uproot all of them. They destroy everything. No, what did they do? They want to talk about one Nigeria. Now they remember, say Nigeria Day. Did we not see pictures of a Muslim academy of military? Did we not see it? Did we not see people waving the flag of the Arabic something in Nigeria? During 2023 election, did we not see people saying that Nigeria is now an Arabic nation, that anybody that does not like it should get the F out? Did we not see the roasting of Christians alive everywhere, painted all over this thing? When all the Muslims are supposed to come out and say, these are not part of us, everybody quiet. The moment the Christians have been crying for over 20 years. Please think about that. Do you know how many lives have been lost for over 20 years? You don't see most of the northern Muslims in Nigeria did not say peep. Immediately the Christians started gaining momentum. Their voice started being heard all over. You know how many years it took for these people to collate? You people forget that the Nigerian embassy, the American embassy in Nigeria is not just an embassy, not be regular embassy. Una say these people come play. Una they collect money from their hand. Una collect 346 million of taxpayers' money. Una say me they not come or more. You're on a long thing. And you keep collecting money. Your government is collecting. They share and shra amongst themselves. You say me they not come. Mona wait. Mona they speak English. Mona wait. This is Canada.
Tragedy Christians in Nigeria are experiencing. The deadly terrorist organization Boko Haram is trying to eliminate the Christian faith from Nigeria. This is the same terrorist group that kidnapped dozens of young schoolgirls and burned innocent civilians alive in cages. According to reports, over 3.5 million people have been forced to flee their homes. 3 churches are destroyed every single day. 7,000 Christians were massacred this year alone, and the faithful must now meet in secret and burnt out sanctuaries. Sadly, the world is turning a blind eye to the plight of Christians in Nigeria. There are no embedded journalists covering the violence. There are not daily updates. Politicians around the world are not asked questions about how they will respond. We cannot ignore this violence and tragic loss of life. We must speak out and shine a light on what's happening so that people can donate to relief efforts and provide support to those displaced by violence. To my brothers and sisters in Christ, we know you know the power of prayer. We will not forget you. Stay strong. Keep the faith.
Do you know all over the churches in America? I know they go church, but those of my friends when they go church, all of them when they go church, they are all praying for Nigeria. These are people that have never stepped foot in Nigeria. They never step. If you open map now, map, instead and say point to Nigeria, they feel not even fit point. They are all over America. Christian churches are praying for Nigeria. What are your diaspora Christians doing? What are your Christians in Nigeria doing? Your churches, your BB churches with auditorium, what are they doing? Your Wale Adefarasin came out and is talking about is the oil. Which oil? How many people the oil they serve for Nigeria? Let me read this tweet. Now you want the masses you pied, abused, cheated, arrested, stepped on, overlooked, attacked, and impoverished to support you. The same citizens you murdered at the Lekki toll gate. No, we won't. Between politicians and Americans, you know where we stand. You lost us a long time ago. This is the tweet for me. See how the Nigerian military protects jihadists to buy Christians in Plateau. This is Colonel Dauda, that's his name. The fearless, courageous, uncompromising commander of Sector 5 of Operation Safe Haven, Plateau State, whose removal was demanded by the ethnic Fulani jihadists after they butchered over 170 innocent Christians in Plateau State. He led his army, tracked all the terrorists and neutralized them. But the criminally compromised government granted the atrocious demand. And today, innocent Christians in Plateau, Benue, and other parts of the Middle Belt continue to be slaughtered with impunity. Anytime a military commander or even a defense chief becomes serious in tackling the Fulani terrorists, the government suddenly removes that particular military commander or defense chief. I repeat, our security problem is not a case of government incompetence. It is a case of government complicity. You don't tag all the necessary people. This person, they say, why is this Nancy Sinatra? Whether not Frank Sinatra picking, I don't know. He said, why is he seemingly so determined to start a war? Tim Burchett responded, ma'am, Donald Trump has stopped 8 wars in 6 months. Muslims in Nigeria have killed thousands of Christians. Men, women, and even children have been slaughtered. You need to see Twitter. Not be Nigerians they talk again, no. They don't plenty now.
Saturday. Nigerians. So yesterday, being the 1st of November 2025, also Saturday, bandits attacked Keta outskirts.
Please continue to like. Oh. This is yesterday. Oh, yesterday.
I don't pronounce the Safi well, but it's spelled as T-S-A-F-E. Is it Safi or I don't know, but the spelling is T-S-A-F-E. So they attacked that community yesterday in the evening. Not that, never took day that. See what they did to that community. See what they did. They burnt their farmland and a single person working on this farm. I'm not telling you not to tell person. Go and tell person that's me. English Alhaji said bandit attacked this community yesterday, being the 1st of November 2025. They burnt their farmland and abducted every single person working here. No media will tell you these things. I know they come here to do. No media will tell you these things. There's no media that will tell you what is going on here. But you know the story. I tell you guys, when they are hiding it, me, Alhaji, I will bring her out. If they hide that, me, will bring her out. See what they did. Now, the touching part of this thing is that, the painful part of this whole thing is that these bandits have extorted millions on this Keta people. They've extorted millions. And it's not that the government is not aware, they are aware. If the government say they are not aware of this thing, may God punish me. If they say they are not aware, may God punish me. See what is going on in the north. No media will be telling you these things. Bro, see, last week I almost wanted to, I said, make I just rest. Make I leave social media for a while. Because you guys don't know what I'm fighting. You guys don't know what I'm fighting. But now, just God. Now God. You understand? Now just God. They keep me here. Sometimes I feel like crying. Sometimes when they post these things, the thing they touch me. I don't know how to be. This thing they touch me. Because people are losing their lives every day here. And the media is not saying. See, they're not even posting anything here. They're not even showing anything. They're not showing you anything. They're not even showing you anything. I've not even started showing you one quarter. What I'm just doing is bringing you, like, you don't understand? You have not seen anything. So I know what I go through every day to bring all these things out. And every news I bring here, there's no scratch there, legit. Nothing like say, now legit, 100% legit. There's no scratch for the body. I don't post fake news here. I post fake news on this my platform. Now lie. But I wanted to, I said, if I come, so make I rest for 1 week, all these things they happen. How I wanted this year? How do the people know what is going on? How would you all know what is happening? So I say no, make I keep firing. They are not happy. They are not happy. They are seeing it. As you guys see them, so they see them. The other time, they saw one post. They asked me to bring the post down. Instead of you to go and fix the school, you saw this. How can somebody's child, how can a human being be learning that kind of what is they call it? A school why their children they are abroad. See where children stay, they learn, they read, they write. No roof,
Just see the wall here. If breeze blow, this wall hit this wall or fall like this. See children for center, they read and write. They ask me to bring the books. Instead to go and fix it, they say bring it down. I did not bring it down. Made it worse. I not carry it down. So I they fight, but see, I they go through a lot. But God, I know if they tell them now. But Oluwa, God in heaven, because of una prayer and because of the cause why they fight now, just cause. That is why I'm still here and I will never go anywhere. I will see.
Let's move on. Meanwhile, Bayelsa State Governor, he don't join APC. Make them your pack themselves. It's good. It's very good. Ibrahim Traore refused to meet Jacob Zuma in Burkina Faso. He said Jacob Zuma looted and allowed his members to steal money that was meant to improve the black masses in South Africa. He said he doesn't want to be infected with the looting virus. Bam. I read this woman's book, Ayan Hessi Ali. I don't know if you guys have read her book, her autobiography. My God, my God, my God. Phew. Let's just listen to her.
If you want to invite people in from outside of Australia to settle and live in Australia and to belong, I think it's very important to have the conversation with them that this is the place you're coming. Here's what Australia is all about. And in order to belong, you are going to adhere to our norms, and we'll tell you why. But if you don't want to adhere to our norms, it's fine. We believe in freedom, but you don't get to live here.
What about the term multiculturalism? Because it's almost celebrated, particularly in places like Australia.
Okay, that's not. I just wanted to hear. I wanted you guys to hear a clip of that. Kyogen, I see your tweet. I understand, but when I say that, I mean you should know that there's every. Am I not in the diaspora? Have I not been shouting my voice, shouting myself to the point where my voice is hoarse sometimes? I have. But when I'm speaking, I know those who I'm referring to know themselves. So you know, concern, I know what me when they here, I know what they do behind the scenes. I know how many WhatsApp group I did. I know how many red letters I don't write to representatives. I understand it. I am also, so am I lumping myself with that? No, but we know those that we are referring to. How many of us in Nigeria? How many of us there outside? How many people's voices do you hear speaking about the concerns in Nigeria? Can you count them? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not, when I say these things, it's not, so please do not feel attacked, I beg. Those when they do something, say that they do something. You don't need to come out and brag and announce, right? But you understand what I'm saying. That's all. You know, I get you. I understand. So, development experts, writes Trump, they seek support for emergence of credible leaders in Nigeria. I don't know how far that's going to go, but we'll see. Now, this person responded to a tweet by someone. The person said, when President Donald Trump misclassified South Africa as a country experiencing genocide against white farmers and went further to offer asylum to them, South Africans put partisanship aside to collectively denounce him. That was patriotism in action. Only an unpatriotic Nigerian would agree with the false claim of a Christian genocide or misclassification of Nigeria by Trump, especially when we all know that what is happening is pure terrorism that targets citizens irrespective of religious affiliation. This lady responded, make it make sense. Why my home was vandalized and looted and almost burnt alive in the north? Because Goodluck Jonathan won an election. They concluded that I voted for Goodluck Jonathan because I am Christian. The Christian genocide is not a lie, because this is what some people are trying to spin on Twitter. Okay, so I had to pin that tweet because it was very relevant. Now listen to
Numbers of Christians. They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria, and they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. I'm not going to allow that to happen. They're killing record numbers of Christians.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Team, these people went to file a petition in the US that Nigeria is suffering from insecurity issue. The people you can see there are people like Muhammadu Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Rotimi Amechi, the former governor of Rivers State. They went to file a petition to the US government that Nigeria is suffering from persecution. They were trying to make the then President Goodluck Jonathan, to look like a bad person, like he's not capable. Fast forward now, Goodluck Jonathan has ruled finished. Buhari entered. He don't really only don't die come now Bola Ahmed Tinubu is on seat, and this is when the US government are beginning to be like, yeah, there was a petition you guys put there. We want to address the issue. All of a sudden, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is saying that nothing is happening in this country. A petition that he personally went to file in 2014 because someone he didn't like was ruling Nigeria. All of a sudden now, he doesn't know that anything is happening in Nigeria. You know, no say come and go meet her this fast. In 2014.
Remember this man? This man went go present this matter for parliament concerning Christian in Nigerians being unalive. They kpai 12 of his kinsmen this year during an attack, and over 40 people were kpied. If you ask him to show you where the genocide is happening, he will take you home and show you the dead relatives because he understands the pain. So F you and this stupid narrative, because there's people who are spinning stupid narratives.
I am the shepherd of one of the 4 dioceses, Catholic dioceses in Benue. We have others, Anglican, Methodist, and Pentecostals, which sort of them. Benue State has a population of about 6.1 million people. 2 million of whom are those under my care as the bishop of the diocese. Benue State is about 98% Christian, with very few.
Please, guys, continue to double tap the screen to like or click on the 3 dots on the corner of the screen. Please, for those who have liked, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Please continue to like if you have not yet liked. Thank you.
Muslims living in towns. Nigeria and eventually my diocese and the state of Benue have become, in recent years, one of the most dangerous and insecure places for Christians. Christians and Muslims are nearly evenly divided among Nigeria's large population of over 200 million persons. Islamist extremists are fiercely contesting the possession, control, and governing law of the land, especially in the country's northern and central regions, the latter of which is where Benue is located. There are constant ethnic, political, and religious conflicts over land and allegiance. Constitutionally, we are a secularist country, but our unity has been fragile. Political and religious actions and even public speech have been carefully managed to avoid accusations of religious bias and political tensions. Today, the clear influence of Islamist extremists has changed the traditional social dynamics of tribe, ethnicity, religion, and the social status in Nigeria. Because just recently, at the beginning of the Ramadan fast, 12 states in northern Nigeria have declared closed schools so that they attend to this. And you can imagine, which other country in the world does that? Saudi Arabia is not doing it. Afghanistan is not doing it. Baghdad is not doing it, but then Nigeria is practicing. What kind of Islam are they practicing? 12 states, and not only Muslims are living in these places. What happens with the educational program or curriculum of the country? But this is what we are going through every day in Nigeria. A long-term Islamic agenda to homogenize the population has been implemented over several presidencies through a strategy to reduce and eventually eliminate the Christian identity of half of the population. This strategy includes both violent and non-violent actions, such as the exclusion of Christians from positions of power and adoption of such church members, the raping of women, the killing and expulsion of Christians, the destruction of churches and farmlands of Christian farmers, followed by the occupation of such lands by the Fulani herders, and changing the names of these villages. They are taking over the places, so you clearly see an expansionist approach and Islamic, and then they are making the people now flee.
You guys heard it, right? Okay, moving on. This is where
pictures of genocides, including small children. Very soon I will make a press release. I will present how small children are among those that are killed. I will present the recent killings that Nigerian government don't want the world to know. They are saying that I am opposing my own government, exposing them. Okay, are they not exposing us to Fulani terrorists?
Exactly.
By refusing to come to our aid when we cry out, it's exposing us. Let them continue killing us. Then they turn their face as if nothing is happening. They come out and Reno Cree, or what is that his name? He came out and said there is no genocide like that in Nigeria. That man, I've cursed him already. He will never know peace down to the grave. The blood of people that have entered my brain, I transfer them, my head, to his life. He will not escape. I want all Nigerians to know the man will never escape. He has been doing devious life to different government. This time around, he has crossed his line. If I exist without seeing God crushing that man, then I'm a bastard.
He said,
the blood of people that have been killed in the north, for him coming out, he has crossed the line. He's finished. The only hope for him that he will buy my heart. Let him repent. Let him repent. If Reno Amokari will repent, and those kind of officials that came out and denied there is no genocide, if they don't repent, oh no.
Powerful. Omo.
So let me show you or tell you how God has speedily begun to answer our prayers.
Okay, let's move forward. Already listen to this. Mona, they hear something, no? Ekiti government build 1.8 billion naira lodge for Governor Oyebanji, deputy in Abuja. Una they hear? Una they hear? Okay, let's move forward. The US are after our mineral resources. But here you have somebody using 1.8 billion to build a lodge. I beg you, hypocrisy. Una go hear am. Una go hear am. See, Arewa Twitter. Can will be the reason for the end of unity between Muslims and Christians in this country if care is not taken. They know exactly what they are doing. Somebody responded, Adetutu Balogun. She says, Fulani terrorists will be the reason for the end of unity between Muslims and Christians in this country if care is not taken. Hey! See, this one, they can't bring this one, come make it just the gaslight, propaganda. Somebody responded here, Grandmaster says, it's funny that we never see these ring light videos when the Nimbo massacre happened or when Yewata, Bokos, Bakinladi, Southern Kaduna, Adani massacres occurred. Just complete silence. Nigerians, observe those who have suddenly become vocal. They are your potential suspects. I'm telling you.
Tinubu, how far 2027? I've noticed in the last couple of days, your office, your campaign team have been relatively quiet about re-election bids for 2027. Apart from a political campaign that your son Sheyi Tinubu went to do in Benin to inaugurate the City Boy movement, of course, though it's not the hub of misguided misfits, delusional and government officials that should be in care homes with learning disability, all forms of schizophrenia, autism, some of them with attention ADHD, so to speak. Quite quite a long list of illnesses that currently marries or romances with our political office holders in Edo. So anything can happen. In all of the turmoil, the insecurity, the kidnappings, politics will continue to go on for Bewolo and his gang. But how far you, Bola Metin, how far? This is what we were saying all of this while. They should focus on governing Nigeria. I made a video to stand, to put out in clear fact, in my own way, the pros and cons of the alleged invasion of the US military into Nigeria. A lot of people have stood against it. They think it is sacrificing our sovereignty for what is not worth it. They have given examples of interventions in Iraq, in Syria, in Afghanistan, even nearby neighbor here, Libya. But also, I've also been able to expose in that video that you need to watch later on, a few of these interventions the United States have had without full-scale war. And some form of intervention that looks like support, funding, intelligence gathering, surveillance, working with the government. So we have a choice to choosing to either say no to the US government or allow them work with us to solve the problem. But that video will come up later. But I'm more concerned now that to asking Bola Tinubu and his co-conspirators, how far with 2027? Can you now see that 1 year is enough to change the dynamics of all of our conversations? You were cruising to control, to victory in your own words, and you felt like it was Uhuru yet. But now you are seeing that all of these things have started to play out, and a lot more will play out. Why we don't want an invasion of another government on our soil? We also do not want a stupid exclusion of the people from the running of things from in their own country. Yes, we don't want foreigners on our soil. But what about the indigenes that are exploiting, marginalizing, exposing us to all forms of attacks, violent attacks, so to speak? It's that time we call ourselves to order. Bola Tinubu, how far 2027? You cannot see that the ball is not in your court anymore. You don't hold the knife and the orange anymore. My people in Benin say, ule, eokonari obodi moeji. Mami ule gare, izede ukboraba. Oh, that's it. When the race is small, it is easy, short distance. You can, as a lady, hold your breast and run, and you are careful. They see some level of panache, composure, style, elegance. But when the real come for life and death, you forget that you own two mammary glands. Again, Bola Tinubu, how far 2027? Can you focus on leading Nigeria? Whether or not you have 6 months to work, you have 1 day, 2 years, is it consequential? And I tell you, you have a chance to making Nigerians even fall in love with you even more right now. By being patriotic, not just in defense of we are a sovereign country, all of this hula balu, no. Defend Nigerians, protect Nigerians, whether they are Christians or Muslims or whatever, protect them. I stand based on intelligence available to me, information, what I've been able to read, that there's a targeted attack against Christians in Nigeria, against people that do not believe in the Islamic religion, so to speak, in certain parts of this country, especially in the Middle Belt, in Plateau, in Kaduna, in Benue, in Kogi, in Abuja, in Taraba. This Christian states, a lot of attacks have been targeted against them. Even in Borno, I've interviewed people on my platform that could tell that these attacks are targeted against Christian communities. But you've been aloof. In short, you've romanced and brought into your government people that were once been fingered to being part of a sinister act of terrorism against our state. Bola Tinubu 2027. Focus on fixing Nigeria. Live whether you'll be re-elected. You are not God. And anything can happen. This is just 2025. There is still 2 more years, or there's a couple of, almost 2 more years to go. You don't even know what is going to happen. So stop cruising. Fix Nigeria. Fix Nigeria. Again, you are a bloody 1-10 president. And that has never changed.
I would like to express my deepest gratitude for placing Nigeria on your watch list. It's very emotional for me because as a Christian and also being of African origin, my Nigerian Christian brothers and sisters are getting killed in numbers. But for you to put them on your list and to be added on your list of countries of particular concern, it's very emotional, and I just want to say thank you. My heart goes out to them, to all my Nigerian brothers and sisters who have had to deal with the horrors of being slaughtered, being persecuted in numbers, all because of their religious faith, their Christian beliefs. And these radical Islamists are terrorizing communities in Nigeria. But I would like to express my deepest gratitude and thank you. Thank you to the Trump administration. Thank you so much. You just don't know. This is not just a Nigeria issue. This is a world issue. And millions of people like myself feel the same way about how Nigerian Christians are just being slaughtered in numbers. And it seems like the world has just turned their back on them. So I thank you so much for taking this matter very seriously and taking a stance to add them on their list. President Trump, I commend you so much, and God bless.
See, so Oseni Rufai says Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Any invasion of Nigeria by any nation is an occupation and it violates UN Charter. Let that be clear. Adetutu Balogun responded, a sovereign country whose president, official Abat, is seeking medical treatment abroad. A sovereign country where VP Shetima went to hunger to demand for peace for Gaza, but Trump should not stand with Christians in Nigeria. A sovereign country that elected northern governors went to the US to report President Jonathan administration, action that was celebrated by all the KBAC influencers on Twitter. Real Donald Trump said he's coming to buy terrorists invading Nigeria. Why are you people crying? Help me ask them. Erasure and renaming come after genocide. The evidence exists, but some supporters of Tinubu prefer to live in denial. Bandits attack, rename over 60 Plateau communities. Let that sink in.
To get boots on the ground in Nigeria, and you know, a lot of people are shouting, so Donald Trump wants to resources. When I be like say something that is really wrong with you guys, take which resources? What resources do you people have? Is it crude oil? I know they won't get my mouth in Nigeria matter because many people, Nigeria is just, as I said, the average IQ in Nigeria is about 70, 80, which is they are very similar to orangutans. What resources? Is it your oil? Your oil, you people are doing 1.5 million barrels per day, the highest we've ever done on a month-on-month average. That's roughly about how much? Daily 1.5 million barrels across a month, maybe about $2 billion. If you remove friction and every other thing, if you come down a little. New York State is running about $20 to $25 billion in their budget, their monthly budget. Their yearly budget is roughly about $250 billion. What is your useless $2 billion oil for them to start? Do you guys even know what it takes for the US to want to fly to Nigeria? The distance is even incredibly crazy. The logistics is crazy. Should be an ICBM they want send. They don't go send the ICBM now. It has to be a real assault. You understand? And do you realize how much it will take them to fly and assault these areas over and over again? And you think they will do it because of resources? Is it your rare earth that they want? They don't want your rare earth because you don't have... Rare earth is in the US more than it's even in China. But of course, in China, they already have systems in place to extract this rare earth and get it to a useful stage. So do you have the systems in place? Nope. Absolute nope. So waiting the US come one for Nigeria, what you should ask yourself is, what is the only thing that can make a US government is currently on suspension. They are currently on suspension, which means any action they are threatening against Nigeria will need to be a very short-term action. It will need to be swift. It will need to be something that is concise. What it literally means is that they're not planning to come here and stay because they can't fund it. They cannot fund it to come here and stay when they are still on a suspension. What it means is that, and for them to even want to risk the budget they have right now on this kind of thing, it tells you one critical thing. What does it tell you? That whatever is happening that they are trying to tackle has to be a serious geopolitical stuff for them. It has to be something that seriously compromises their position on the geopolitical arena. It has to be something that is definitely military. It has to be something that definitely involves the Sahel region. It has to be something that definitely involves Russia, China. You understand? I didn't say think of it. Maybe France. Just go and do your research. It doesn't cost you a little brain to know that if una compromise on ourselves, the US definitely will have to enter. You understand? Una don't compromise on ourselves, don't carry on ourselves, put for geopolitical arena. When we don't have, bro, as I said, we have one of the biggest opportunities in the world, you understand, to stay out of geopolitics and slowly develop our country. You don't have more oil than Qatar. You don't have more oil than Saudi Arabia. You don't have more oil than many, many places in the world. Do you see the US going to those places? Answer is no. But once you compromise yourself on geopolitical space, bro, they will come. They will come. Go and do your research. Don't come and ask me what's happening.
AB, I did see your comment. I'm intentionally ignoring you because of your comments, because I don't know what you are saying. I don't know what side you are on. I don't understand whether the massacre that's happening in Nigeria to your fellow brothers and sisters in the Middle Belt, whether it affects you or not, I don't know. So I have to ignore you, right? To keep from saying things that I don't want to say to you. That's why I'm ignoring you. Do you understand? Because I don't understand what you are saying. You've been on this social media. A lot of us have been screaming about what is going on in Nigeria. Your government did not move one finger. Even nail not fall come for their hand. Now when outsiders don't from outside come, say no, the cry of these children in this our neighborhood is not too good. We have to do something about it. You are now coming to, I don't know who you want to gaslight. AB, not come out bad word from my mouth today against you. Now make me they ignore you. I hope you get it. Okay. Even though I know owe you explanation, no.
Of all Christian persecution deaths worldwide.
Hold on.
90% of all Christian persecution deaths worldwide have occurred in Nigeria in the last 5 years.
Persecution deaths.
Persecution
so
deaths.
Martyrdom. 90% of the world's Christian martyrs are in Nigeria.
Are in Nigeria for the last 5 years.
You did hear?
And we're going to meet the same statistic again this year in 2025.
What kind of number is that? How many deaths are we talking about?
On average, it's been about 5,000 Christian deaths per year. This year it's up to 7,000.
You did hear?
90%.
Okay. Some people will now come to my comment section and be trying to gaslight.
Development in Nigeria now insecurity. Say Nigeria is developed. We are developed with bad governance, insecurity, bad leadership, wicked leader.
I don't know whether I will be the next, but for me, I've already told my family, my members, if they kidnap me, nobody should contribute one other. My grace will speak that will lead to Christian liberation. That day is coming. I'll be killing because my blood will be useful while I'm in the grave.
Nobody should call us the giant of Africa. Nobody. May nobody call us any giant. We are nothing. We are the termites of Africa. We are the ants of Africa. A country that is now dependent on another country to help fight insecurity. We have failed. Like Tinubu, you are a failure, sir.
You're a big failure. Like, it doesn't failure is your name. You're a failure. You don't understand? Better failure. I don't blame Donald Trump. And many people, see, to people commenting, I see people, a lot of people commenting saying, don't trust America. Donald Trump is coming because of the resources. Which resources? Which mineral resources we get? What are we using it to do? What do I not benefit? How much do I buy fuel? In my country, they buy fuel 1, 2. And now they produce oil. Now we get oil. And you are telling me that Donald Trump is coming. Make it country farm, so long my security is guaranteed. A country that cannot benefit from even paying the tax that they are trying to install on us by force. What are we benefiting as citizens in this country? The only development in Nigeria now is insecurity. Say Nigeria is developed, we are developed with bad governance, insecurity, bad leadership, weak leaders, demonic politicians. Now the development where we get. And you are telling me that well, America, may they can't take harm. You will not feel the pain. The reason you will not feel this pain is because they never attack your family. If they don't attack your family, you will understand the pain with that man of God, that pastor, they try to talk. See, Nigeria don't finish. All the people, when they see, do you know how bad it is? Say, America, they show interest. Whether they show interest or waiting, they won't benefit. Tinubu one job statement. See waiting Tinubu they drop. And you know it. Kind God. We are finished in this country. Like we are gone. We dey wait for 2027. You don't understand? We dey wait. What did they happen for Tanzania and Cameroon? Now less. That's small compared to what will happen. We are waiting. And as we dey wait, we not forget justice for China. That one still dey active. The House of Assembly not sit down. Like House of Assembly never even be sit down talk say what is going on. Like now foreigners they talk about wetin they go on for the country or China foreigner, insecurity foreigners. And you tell me say America has interest in our mineral resources, thunder fire you. We dey wait for you Tinubu 2027, carry your flyers come. Bring your campaign promises. We mount. Come and win. Tanzania dey learn, no worry.
This was the former CDC. No, there's no need. Let's move on to
a video on social media where Omoye attended the TROT World Forum Conference in Istanbul, Turkey, and he was having a session with a group of white people where he was asked a question, and this was his response. You see, you go listen to the response. When I come back, I go talk about the video. But nothing pay me reach the agbada wearing away.
Kene, I will play it after this. I will stream after this.
Agbada to get pride.
I know, I see him.
For a man,
but I don't feel stop because these videos are important.
Talk this kind of nonsense. Wearing talk. When I watch the video.
Assess the claim by Nigerian President Bola Tinubu on corruption, and him saying that he has largely eliminated corruption in the country.
Well, I agree with him. See, Africa often gets the wrong end of the stick, and the reason being that Western agencies and the media control how corruption is gauged worldwide. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. In our custom in Nigeria, it is customary that when a public servant goes over and beyond his duties to help you, you appreciate them. We had this before colonialism. We had empires, some of you might not know, we had kingdoms. Oyo Kingdom, we had public officials there, Oyo Mesi, Ogboni, we had the Hausa Fulani kingdoms. When a public official goes beyond his duty, you appreciate them. But when that's done, people like Transparency International and the Western media see that as corruption. It is not corruption because they take into effect their own custom and then they judge it positively. I'll give you an example. In the West, if you go to a restaurant to eat, it's customary to tip a waiter. For example, Peter Okoye, a popular Afrobeat singer, he was in Atlanta. He went to a restaurant to eat, and he did not tip the waiter because that's not our custom. And the waiter just wrote a public letter, a stinker. So you see, why is tipping not corruption, but then appreciating a public official corruption? You see, some of the things that happen in the West, that's why I said Africa gets the wrong end of the stick. Jean-Christophe Mitterrand, in France, he collected $2 million bribe. He was his father's advisor. Right there, that's nepotism. Such a thing cannot happen in Nigeria. Mark Thatcher went with his mother to Oman, and his mother introduced him to Omani businessmen as a businessman from England with which they could do business with. That is conflict of interest. It cannot happen in Nigeria.
Really?
Look at in the United States. Neil Bush was involved in the S&L, the Savings and Loans Silverado scheme. That can't happen in Nigeria. Recently, Hunter Biden collecting monies from officials in Ukraine, from officials charged with fraud in China. It cannot. In Nigeria, we've got the son of the president, Sheyi Tinubu. The son of the president, a businessman, he has never collected a contract from the government. He travels with his father. The father has never introduced him to anybody as a businessman from Nigeria to do business with. Nigeria is not a corrupt country. I'm going to tell you something. In New York, one man, Bernie Madoff, stole 68 billion. It cannot happen in Nigeria. So if we are going to have a more egalitarian means of judging corruption, you'll find out that Nigeria is much better than many European countries, certainly much better than America. And I'm proud to be a Nigerian.
Now, you don't watch the video, right?
Yes.
This is Reno justifying something when it be like, say, even the Nigerian constitution and the civil service rule frown against anybody giving money, whether as bribe or as tip or as encouragement to a civil servant. The civil service rule frown against them. Now, go outside Nigeria, they go justify. You see how dull a man can be? And these are the kind of people. I don't know whether Nigeria send them or whether he send himself, but these are the kind of persons where they around governments when they speak for or on behalf of a government. Reno mockery. Look, please, for the international community, whatever Reno has said in this interview or session, he said it out of his own volition and will. Not be so Nigeria bill. No, the civil service rule frown against it. Our constitution does not encourage it, and it is illegal. It is illegal in all level for you to give money to civil servants. Say because he help you do something. It's wrong. So now himself, he they speak for. He's not speaking on behalf of Nigerians. He's not speaking for Nigeria. This is to tell you how dull Reno mockery is. Look at what you are spilling out in the international community. I think the people they talk to, so they be Ojena, they not get sense, they don't know anything, they be Mugu. They believe you because they are not online. Oh, because they are not reading, they are not seeing. They have more information than you. You think you want to convince them? No, they know. For them to ask you the question, you think they be Mugu Reno. It's a pity. Bro, I don't tell you, you should not be talking again. You are a disgrace. And sometimes when I look at you, I go say, hey, God, now, wow, how your friends managed to be around you, I don't know. Of course, what else will I expect? If you are this kind of person, this should be the kind of people you find yourself around. Because I cannot imagine someone who is sane when gets his senses working, being your friend, Reno. You too, they disgrace yourself, oh. Reno, you too, they disgrace yourself. People know they advise you. Wait till you tell they think before you they talk, Reno or mockery. Waiting, huh?
Disgrace yourself and leave us alone as Nigerians. Oh. You for talk and say na wetin you think, oh, not be wetin be normal where they happen for Nigeria. Oh. The pride don't until they work out today, now the honor where my father live for us when being children. And sometimes I look at you and I'm like, what is the honor you are leaving back for your generation? But of course, you really do not care. For you, it's just about you wanting to make money, survivor. I don't ask you many times, Shano, where do you they do? Which kind of work you they work? May we know. You are not a government appointee. I've not seen you one day say you do business buying and selling. You say you the write book. Reno, how many people, we know people where they write book now. You are author of a book. How much did they pay you? When you, I have asked you these questions many times. You are not a man of honor at all. And it is painful to see say that you wear tag, go speak on behalf of Nigeria for such an important event. Disclaimer on behalf of every Nigerian, please, those who have seen this video abroad, those who were in that session, those who will see it later, I am saying that on behalf of Nigerians, it is a crime in our country, Nigeria, giving civil servants money because they help you do something is a crime in our constitution. And Reno, you need to say, wait till you talk so. Now you talk and not be saying so a bit for Nigeria. It is not legal, it is not accepted, and will never be. Because this is the way you talk, so if we keep quiet, civil servants go take them as, oh, they don't talk and that's so it be. Well, of course, we not say if they happen now and it is illegal, even though they hide the one, before they'll come and say, oh, that is how it's supposed to be, then they go come begin to justify them. It is not accepted in Nigeria, and we will not justify it. Thank you. Reno, stop to the talk on behalf of Nigerians. I don't want you. I no send you. Nigerians no send you. I don't want you, Reno. It be like say you soon collect sanda, oh. You soon collect sanda. Akpoju you will Reno or mockery. MLA.
Nari one, oh.
Strategist President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Mr. President, Master Strategist, APC people. Time for strategy don't reach you. Now we go really need strategy because the music where President Donald Trump they play for you, so you will need strategy to fix this problem. And this will not be strategy to convert all politicians or governors to APC or how to turn the country to one party state or turn National Assembly to APC town hall. No, it is strategy on how to protect the lives of Nigerians and guarantee security. Nigerians, people are no panic whether they say US get ulterior motive or whatever motive. Is it not a shame say for you to fix insecurity in your country? You need another person to remind you. Now the blood of innocent Nigerians, as President Jonathan talk, the bloods that are sharing, now in the cry. So it is the evil when Nigerian politicians don't do. It is the chickens that are coming home to roost. Now the evil, now they live after one. So we go remind one of how the problem where we did. So it is your collective responsibility now on our handwork. In the heat of this insecurity, when it happened under President Jonathan, what was your message, President Tinubu? The slaughtering of Christians is not acceptable. So now, why do you have problem with calling Christian genocide? Nobody will not talk. I'm even under President Jonathan. You politicize the issue of insecurity because people wanted the then President Jonathan to leave. All the time we the then President Ayo Risheja he go UN, he talk say Christians should defend themselves. Now even pastors been they talk. Why should he say so? Today Khan and PFN, nobody they hear their voice again. No. Buhari come for 8 years. What did you people say under with the issues of insecurity? What happened with an entire region, southern Kaduna, was almost wiped out of the map? What do you do about that? You said that there is no Christian genocide. Yes, Muslims are being killed, Christians are being killed. The important question first is who they kill people? What is causing the killing? When there was hit of say Fulani militia and herdsmen, they kill people and all that. What was President Buhari's response? They say, may they create Ruga, may they do this. And then you come up with such policies and you say that there should not be perceived Christian genocide in the country. Una they play, Oriburuku Leshe. The names of the people where they on top of the states where they look so. Now which people are in there on top of them? When people were killed and buried in a mass burial in Benue, the President Buhari there in government house, he no come out, go there. He said, tell IG or police to go, IG no go, but he no even remember. In 2016, Deaconess Eunice Olawale, a member of Redeemed Christian Church of God, was butchered in Cuba for doing morning evangelism. The vice president for that administration is a redeemed pastor, Pastor Yemi Oshibajo. What happened? Who was prosecuted? Who was arrested? 2022, Deborah Yakubu, Usman Danfodio College of Education, stoned to death by so-called students who acted like terrorists. How many people were prosecuted? How many people? How many churches? How many mosques that were maimed? What did you people do about it? Today, you are now saying that, oh, they should not. If you say anybody is witch hunting, the question is, are you a witch? Because since President Tinubu come, you as commander-in-chief, this is one of the only administration where we see commander-in-chief outsource issues of security to national security advisor, while the president is more concerned with politics, trying to port people from one party to the other. You as commander-in-chief, with issues of insecurity, you no go oversee Ministry of Defense, you went to oversee Ministry of Petroleum. Buhari, who was retired military general, no go defense, he go Ministry of Petroleum. Now they all of na they ganusi. That thing where they for petroleum, now you don't see so now. That is why it has become a shame that for you to handle the constitution says security will be the primary responsibility of government. So for you to handle insecurity in your country, you need another government to come and remind you. Whatever that it will take you, President Tinubu and Nigerian leadership, you must tell us now the root cause of insecurity and how to protect lives. You travel, go holiday for Europe. Within the space of 2 days, more than 100 people were killed. A leader was on vacation in another country. How many times did President Buhari tell Nigeria, say they go release the list of Boko Haram sponsors? What happened to the list? Why does nobody want to mention exactly the sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria? Those are the questions. It is not whether they have ulterior motive or ulterior motive. Nigerian leaders, Ori Buruku Leshe, Oshileshe, this issue of insecurity must be taken to a reasonable conclusion. The wasting of innocent blood, the wasting of innocent life has to stop, and we must get to the root cause of the matter. So if you will need external pressure to be put on you, they should put it and ensure that you protect Nigerians. Because as it is, nobody they call for war, nobody they call for religious war, but government must do their job. Anywhere where government have been putting injustice and evil, this is the result. As you they collect loan from them, collect their warning. We want to handle the issue of insecurity in Nigeria. Master strategy, strategize very well because we need security, we need protection, we need an to the killing of all Nigerians regardless of religion or tribe. May God help you now for the one who will do so. My name is Peter for Nigerians. Nigerians, it is up to you. Ensure that you speak up to liberate yourself come 2027.
So this guy, Binance founder, he reacted to the US threat to invade Nigeria over Christian genocide. He said, "Now so they're kidnapping employee, right?" He said, "Now so they're kidnapping employee is it Gambarayan or something like that, right? Ex-employee, and when be ex-US federal agent for 8 months without cause." So he tweets to the defense person, Pete Hegseth.
Nigerians, I just see one news where Donald Trump declared Nigeria a country of particular concern over the continuous killing of Christians in Nigeria. I just want to beg our government, I beg, we don't fight America. Make una gather all those image makers, PR people, make them rush go America now, go begin explain to Trump. All these questions where we always ask on our citizens, go begin fight us. Please help us explain to Trump how person can just get up, carry cow, begin walk around the whole country. Anywhere where you see crops, so then plant, in cow go chop them. If the farmer come out, he go carry AK-47, shoot the farmer. Explain how these things still they happen in 2025 and never ban open cattle grazing. Mona help us explain to Trump, say now because then come out Gaddafi now, why illegal arms they all over the place. All those in a story, one that they tell us, farmers, headers clash, all those stories. Mona help us tell Trump, I beg, my hand no deal. What did they really solve for this?
So, seeing today, when Trump got threatened saying would deal with the Nigerian Muslim terrorists where they attack Christians from Nigeria, the whole world has been talking about it. Trump made that post in the night, but the whole world never sleep because of that matter. They're talking about it because Trump said they will send American troops into Nigeria and clear out those Muslim terrorists once and for all. Now people are saying
Muslims are not attacking Christians. That we just have Muslim bandits and terrorists and they're attacking both Muslims and Christians. But you people are missing it. We are missing it. We have bandits and terrorists that are attacking both Muslim and Christians, mostly Christians. But then we have Muslims attacking Christians. Can we call a spade a spade? I'll give you 2 examples. Deborah Samuel at Adamawa State 2022. She was a student of the Shehu Shagari College of Education, Abina Polytechnic, something for Adamawa. Somebody made a post about the prophet, the Muslim prophet, Prophet Muhammad, on their WhatsApp group. And Deborah Samuel said, this is not a religious place. You cannot be posting that here. That's all. They start to find her for the campus. The school went to hide her somewhere. They caught her, they bring her come outside, they stone her till she lose her life. Then when they don't stone her finish, when she don't lose her life, she don't give up, then they set fire on her. Because they shout, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. We'll never forget that story. The people we arrested, do you know what they were charged with? Criminal conspiracy and disturbance of public peace. And guess what? They were all acquitted. Because he gave you a rich, the lawyers when they prosecute the case, fear hold them. They're not going to go courts again. And you tell me that Christians are not being persecuted in the country. I'll tell you on that case that happened recently. Sunday Jackson is a Christian farmer from Adamawa State. If they farm, when Muslim bandits attack him, shook the guy 2 times. Now Sunday Jackson fight back, collect the guy weapon, go shoot the guy for neck. The court said he should have run away when he disarmed the guy. Guess what? He was sentenced to death for defending himself. High Court sentenced him. They took the case to appeal court. Appeal court upheld the sentence. They took it to Supreme Court. In this 2025 year, Supreme Court upheld the sentence. Sunday Jackson is in death row. The only person that can save him now is the governor. And I can assure you, because he's a Christian, that will not happen. And some of you still tell me, why do they do like this? Is it not clear? Is it not clear? Those people in Yelwata, that thing happened to them because they are Christians. Just Google the number of Christians that are attacked by Muslim communities. And then in the blame shop, it's coming for our resources, it's coming for our resources. Do you know how many local governments are being controlled by these bandits in Nigeria? I'd rather have Trump control the resources than those people. And little by little, they infiltrate the full country. They come to the south to let them have their mosque where they want to put it. But our brothers in the north are not safe. And somebody's telling me that it's because of resources. Let them have it if they want to have it. Is the resources even reaching us in the first place? What they call a spade, and now they blame Khan, saying that Khan made the right petition to America. When my government did not do anything about it. They will attack people, president will get up, say they go holiday. It makes sense. Why are the attackers all Muslims? Why? How many of these are what we should not say they catch because some of them are Christians? How many? And then my government will rehabilitate them and put them back into the system. And it makes sense to you people. If your house is in order, outsiders will not have the right to put mouth. Not because we never put our house in order. So this should be a wake-up call for the Nigerian government. Put your house in order. Put it in order. Go to social media. Everybody is celebrating. That tells you that the people have given up on you. People are celebrating on social media. They say, make Trump come now. That tells you they have given up on you. When 80% of your people have given up on you, it shows you that there's a lot of work to be done. The president's body language safe. And now the country now will not have a Muslim ticket. Before, When it's time for the North, we know say we expect Muslim president and Christian vice. When it comes to the South, we know that we expect a Christian president and a Muslim vice. But now it is in the South, we have a Muslim president and a Muslim vice. Now when it's done, it will go back to the North, it will be a Muslim president. And because President Tinubu does start out, it will be Muslim vice again. Not be clean, they're not the clean of commodity countries. Not be clean, they're not the clean of some also. They find who to blame, they blame Khan. I God to bless Trump for that person. At least everybody will sit up well now. Everybody will sit up well now. I'm sure President Tinubu is running haters get and making calls. But I not get the heart you want get, he go shake. As you not go hear our voice, at least maybe you go hear their own. These things don't make sense now. It don't make sense. Even as I do this video, the facts that I talk against the Muslims are they fear. Are they fear? Go days have Hong Kong they fear. Thank God say the world most powerful nations are Christians. If not, waiting there for don't do us. Just well, just fix your home. If you fix your house, nobody will have the right to talk from outside. Fix your home. Your Excellency, fix your home. Fix it. Instead of denying, focus on doing something to solve these issues. For Christ's sake. Abba.
Season AY. Greetings all. Welcome to Season AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. You're looking at a picture of mining taking place in Zamfara, and that's an Albanian man. You will see the flag. The flag is to my left, just below me there. And he's been mining. He's been going locals to mine the gold or the diamond, and he's standing there with a white t-shirt. He's from Albania. Now, how does a Albanian man get the right to mine and impoverish the very people to whom those resources belong? Pay them pittance and have army. He's got the police next to him. This is not acceptable at all. Why is he getting protection? The resources is meant for the people to be able to have roads, water, light, schools, bridges. Look, he's doing this on an Albanian flag. And look at the people working in the mines.
Hey, I've been waiting. By the way, I've been waiting for Wike to reply American president. You should reply Trump and tell him he should stop there. I noticed you've been quiet lately. Not quiet, but your mouth not there. Like tap water, like tap water before. You don't reduce. But now, I expect you to reply as Wike, as the engineer that makes everything, make Nigeria one party state, mess up PDP, mess up Labour, mess up everywhere, as a strong man of our time, backed up by Oga president of our time. I expect you, Wike, to have replied Donald Trump. Person wey man no fit catch, God go catch am. Shebi in the camp, in the form Nigeria one party state. But right now, the one party state, they are saying it is causing insecurity. It is causing insecurity. America has spoken. It's spoken loud. Loud. Trump doesn't hide mouth. He don't talk out loud. So if we, as the people, cannot borrow ourselves brain now, make we still do oga. Oyengi, make you still they mess up the system. The thing where they come, if we don't start working for the people, will be more than what we have gained. I will advise all of you to wake up from this sleeping jack, sleeping blankets, and start protecting your people. Stop being arrogant. Stop what you are doing. You don't obey court orders, you demolish people's houses, demolish gardens. Same federal, they don't obey court order on autonomy. They don't obey court order on other issues. You are the people buying the country. You can see your people are helpless and they are not working between you and the alagbaras of the world. All of us, one day, we go meet Papa God. Let's start doing good.
I don't think that the Trump administration, or President Trump in particular, had any interest in regime change in Nigeria. I don't think that is part of their foreign policy objective, to use force to remove Tinubu from power, as some people are speculating. I think what we are simply saying is diplomatic pressure. And I don't even think that the US government has any incentive to engage militarily in Nigeria. I think what is going on is just diplomacy at work. That is my assessment of the situation. And it is an honest assessment. I don't think that there will be actual military action in Nigeria. I don't envisage that. I'm not ruling it out, but I don't envisage that. Now, do I support military, the deployment of military force in Nigeria? I don't. I don't think we need foreign intervention in Nigeria. I don't think that the West is going to solve our problem. But at the same time, we simply cannot continue on this trajectory, on this senseless trajectory of inaction, of government complicity, of our government emboldening killers, emboldening terrorists, giving them a free pass in the name of non-kinetic strategy. Something needed to happen. And it looks that as if this diplomatic pressure that Trump is mounting on Tinubu, on the Nigerian government, is going to be effective in some way, hopefully so. If this is just an act of diplomatic pressure, I support it entirely. So all this argument about Nigeria being a sovereign country, rather, oh, why are you designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern? Oh, it is our internal affairs. For me, simply does not hold water. Because where is the evidence of the sovereignty? Is it territorial sovereignty? When they are telling us that these terrorists are largely foreigners from Niger and the Sahel region, from Libya and so on, that is what they have been telling us over the years. So where is the territorial sovereignty? When communities in Nigeria have been invaded, taken over by terrorists who are imposing ransoms on those communities, something needed to happen. These killings have to stop. The victims, be they Christians or Muslims, and Nigerians, the government has a responsibility under Section 14 of our Constitution to guarantee life. That is the primary responsibility of government, which the Tinubu administration has failed. It has failed. It has failed embarrassingly so. Something needed to happen. We simply cannot continue like this. So to simply dismiss what is going on, that those of us that are not coming out to say the US should not have an opinion that are unpatriotic is nonsense. Nobody hates Nigeria more than Nigerian politicians. They despise this country, and the evidence of that is clear. When you have a president that goes abroad for headache to treat all sort of things, even without disclosing to us, all our politicians are going abroad for medical care. The lawmakers, the governors, all of them, they are acquiring properties abroad, sending their children abroad. They are mentally, they have seceded from Nigeria. So this fake patriotism they are preaching to us, I simply do not get it. Oh, they are coming to steal our resources. The resources have already been stolen. It has been stolen. They have fleeced the country. The country is broke. They are borrowing to fund their corruption. They are borrowing to fund their ostentatious life. So let us stop pretending, oh, that this regime cares about the country.
We're going to round this session off with Governor Amuneke, okay? And then I'll come back and then we're going to stream. I'm going to start the stream of Voice of the People with Dr. Barrister Darlington, okay?
Let's hide here. Hide. Let me call the international government.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm a governor from Africa. We are under attack. As we speak now, we are not in government house. We are running for our dear life. Sorry, we need your intervention, please.
Oh, intervention. Okay, no intervention for now.
Let me call another government. They will care.
Hello?
Hello, this is the Prime Minister speaking.
Please, we are under attack. I'm a governor from Africa. As I speak, we are out of government as they've
They pursue us out of government house. We're under attack. Please, we need your intervention. Please.
Hello? I think it's a network. Hello? These international beggars.
Or maybe I should tell them the reason. Tell them the reason.
Hello?
Please, I want to tell you the reason why we are being attacked is because they discovered oil in our place. They discovered oil in our land.
Oil? How did you say oil?
What oil?
Where? See, just send the location.
Oh, you are coming.
Africa? Here I come.
Head of the military, I need to order 2 Hellfire, the AMG-144 Hellfire missile, 8 B-83 thermal bombs, 7 battleships, 2 Alpha Beta 167 Air Force.
I found data. Don't forget to check oil in Sudan and gold in Somalia.
And all of our available troops all the way to Africa. We got to give them some intervention. We need the oil. We need to intervention.
Wait. Why do they want to intervene? Because he had oil. Because he had oil. Whenever they hear, don't come. Adana, Oshi, you are safe.
Let's hide here.
Anyways, so guys, I'm gonna be shutting down this live, and I'm gonna be starting with Voice of the People in the next few minutes. But I want to thank you all so much for joining me. What's his name? Ogawike just gave interview. I'm just going to play the 3-minute clip of it so we can move forward, okay? And then we'll wrap up the show. I just want to close with that because I don't want to.
Text. Oh, please don't speak. Before I came here, so many people were sending me texts. Oh, please don't speak about Trump. Please, this and that and this. And I just laughed. I'm a Nigerian, a full-blooded Nigerian. I'm a Christian. My father is a pastor. My family are all Christians. I serve in this government. 24 is an embankment. But my person as a Christian is an embankment. But my family as Christians, that the government that I'm serving, anybody will allege that that government is supporting genocide, killing of Christians, and then I'm still in that government. This is politics taken too far. This is politics taken too far. What do you mean? No, just come. The Inspector General of Police is a Christian. The Director General of State Security Service is a Christian. Today, the Chief of Defense is a Christian. The former Chief of Defense was a Christian. Now, tell me how. Would say that we are in this government. The Secretary of Government is a Christian. We sit in the government. Now support the killing of our own people. No one says politics taking too far. Is it Trump is playing this politics or who is playing? I am coming. You see, the good misinformation or destruction. It's unfortunate. All I tell people is that nobody will be happy for the death of any whether a Christian or a Muslim. No right thinking person, no leader. We say I'm happy that Muslims are dying. I'm happy Christians are dying. Are dying. Nobody. Not the president I know. Not this president I know. I'm not arriving in the government now. It is not possible. Not the government. Not this president I know. Whose wife is the senior pastor. Who shut his eyes and will not do anything. That a particular religion is being eliminated? Certainly not. Could complacency mean complicity? If things are...
Oh! Omo, these people have used their own words to indict themselves. Anybody, that pastor has already laid a course. Anybody that is denying this genocide, whether you're Christian or Muslim or more, your end cannot be good. I'm sorry. You cannot see evil and call it good. Wicked's time is up. With that, guys, I'll see you on my next stream. Thank you very much all for joining. Michael, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on my next one.